Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back! Welcome back to City Skylines. How is everybody tonight? How you doing? Hi. Greetings, welcome. I do love the cinematic camera in this game. That is a very crooked bridge. And now I don't know where it is. Where is that bridge that is so crooked? Was that out here? Oh, God, I'm lost. Was it that bridge? Is that what we were looking at? Yeah, it was that bridge. That's a very, very crooked bridge. I mean, I see why it's crooked, but it kind of bothers me. Anyway, so I recorded a few videos since the last time we streamed, so things have happened. Including, we did reach 70,000 population, but then after we reached 70,000 population, things got weird. Like, I had my residential, commercial, and industrial all balanced, all met, and all that. And then, for some reason, like, unemployment spiked. No new people moved into town. Like, it was, well, okay, we went from, like, 70 to 72,000, so 2,000 people. But we went from, like, 4% unemployment to, like, 38% unemployment. And it was killing the city. So, I've de-zoned some residential areas. Like, all of this was residential, now it's offices. Over here, I did, like, all of that was residential. It's now, there. 2 streams at once. That is pro viewership right there. That is next level type shit. So, yeah, now I'm just trying to, like, fix this unemployment problem. The thing is, like, everybody... There's nowhere to put the jobs, I guess is the easiest way to say it. There's nowhere for them to go. Because people need to live kind of close to their job. And, like, that's already, like, 1, 2, 3 big sections away. I mean, that's... Look, their jobs are 2 kilometers away. No, Donkey, I don't believe I have hit that million view just yet. YouTube, it's really weird. Like, when I go, I'll do it right now. I'll go into analytics, and it'll show me for my last 28 days, and that updates every couple minutes, right? The averages change, all of that information changes, and pretty close to real time. But now when I switch it to lifetime, it's going to give me the same numbers as, yeah, I'm still showing 994,151. So we've got 5,849 to go to a million. Currently averaging 2,200 every 48 hours. So it may be a couple days. Yeah, Donkey has news for us, friends. Donkey has news. It is good news. Yes, Donkey got his PC. I just don't know where to put all these people that I need to put in. We need to put in people, but we need to put in jobs too. I mean, I could change this off from low density to high density, and then I could spam out a bunch of jobs in the middle and then just have high density residential. But the problem with that is I don't know how my road system, this road system was designed for low density. And I don't know how it'll hold up. But yeah, that unemployment, it is coming down. I mean, it's slowly coming down. I've been trying to let it run for a while. What are you bitching about? And see, here's another problem if you put stuff too far away. Not enough customers. Even though they are right next to houses, so I don't quite understand what their problem is. Can't really put anybody there because there's a trash dump right there. Plus, it's really hilly. Don't really have any way to put anybody here because that's really noisy. I could probably get out. No, that's really noisy. I can't put housing there. We need jobs in the city. That's what we need. We need jobs in the city. By the way, is this thing getting visitors now? 1. This park just stopped getting visitors when I built this park. They all want to go over here now. They're like, oh, well, okay, there's only 2 people here. It was more. God, there really only are 2 people in this park. No, I see more than 2 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. 8, 9, 10, 11. She just slid down the poop slide. 12. Anyway, I'm going to go pretend that this isn't a problem and do something else. So what I want to do is airports. Several airports. Like, lots of them. But I don't really know where to put them. That is my issue at the moment, is where am I going to put these airports? I could, like, use a lot of this land here because it's nice and flat. I want another cargo airport because there's going to be some more industrial over here. So I want the cargo airport that does rail and all that. I'm not going to... I might wind up using ships over here. But for now, I'm not really all that worried about it. But so, like, this industrial here and the industrial is going to go down here eventually. And this industrial would all have an easy place to send stuff out. But here's the airports I want. I want the big chungus. Oh, God, that just made me think of something. So... it can't go here because look how big it is. It's so huge. Don't get near me with that thing. And that kind of ties into what I was about to tell you. So I was looking at the achievements as I launched the game. And since we got to 70,000, I was able to build some monuments, the Eden Project and the Hadron Collider. I'm going to leave that up there on the screen, Hadron Collider. The achievement you get when you build that... Hold on, I want to make sure I've got this right. Let me... A huge hadron. Look at the name again. Yeah, you see it. And that's what I thought I saw too. I'm like, did that say a huge hadron? And I'm like, oh, hadron. Got it. I don't really know where to bring... Like, if I put the airports over here, I don't know how to get them connected to roads. So I really don't want another interchange here. So we've already got 2 that are close enough together. If I put a third, it could cause some traffic issues. Plus, it would have to immediately loop around and go that way. But it doesn't really fit over here. I'm sad now. I wanted it to go over here. I guess I could level some things off. Let's see what that would look like. No, slope, level. There it is. I know how the buttons work. Why? Oh, it's there. Because I'm clicking the wrong thing. That's why I can't grab it. So we'll grab this point. So Donkey, how goes the adventure with the new PC? Are you like becoming its best friend? Have you told it all your secrets yet? Have you used it to view pornography yet? That's how I make my computers feel welcome in my home. Copious amounts of pornography. You let it charge for 3 hours, having a long to Windows. I guess it's good to let it charge. Did the instructions say let it charge first? Is this a bad time? Hi, Entropy. Entropy comes into copious amounts of pornography. No, it's not a bad time. How you doing, buddy? I mean, it's bad time because I can't figure out what to put in my airport, but other than that, it's not a bad time. I knew it. I knew that's the first thing you heard. You were good until you joined here, and now you're scarred for life. Welcome to the Vainglorious. Is this working? Is this doing what I want it to do? Okay, so that end is higher than this end. So we have ways of making that be not true. So we'll grab all 3 of these points. I'm doing all right. Having a pretty good week. Actually ahead on video production for once in the past 3 years. which kind of feels nice. Astroneer Academy's never ahead because updates and things change, but you know those are, even though they still take a lot of time, at least I'm in a rhythm with them now. But I've got like the next 3 weeks worth of City Skylines videos done, edited, ready to upload. My community videos, I've got 2 weeks worth of those done, edited, ready to upload. I've had spare time to work on some other projects I've been wanting to do. So, oops, I keep pausing and I don't mean to. It's just kind of nice. It's kind of a nice feeling. You must be doing something wrong. Oh, man. And now I get to play City Skylines, which makes me think and consider and all that good stuff. The fan noise is audible. Your test at 32 decibels, but you kind of like it. You like hearing those fans ramp up? Cool. Our buddy Donkey here just got his first ever gaming computer today. Like, he has been a console peasant. That was an idle? You can go in and tweak profiles so that it'll idle and use less resources while idling. That's what I do in mine. I don't even hear it at all unless I'm doing something. It is a good cult to be part of. So now can I fit this big, massive airport over here? Oh my god, it's still... The thing is huge. And I don't want to get it too close to over here because this is going to be residential. This thing is just monstrously huge. And the runway that currently is running left to right makes sense, but the one running kind of up and down doesn't, and I'll show you why. Hills. I mean, yeah, there are airports like that in the world, but you try to avoid it. You try to build them in the nice big flat spaces. But like, there's literally no room here for me to be able to construct a highway interchange and have this airport. Well, I guess I could do it that direction and have the... But I'm really wanting to get like 2, maybe 3 different airports here. Why is it going to let me build that over the road? Anybody else notice it's totally fine with me building that on top of the highway? What? How is that a thing you're okay with, game? Oh, I know why. That little curve in the front isn't actually a physical piece of it. It's just like an attachment slot thing. For, I want to say that either the subway or for the, excuse me, I have the hiccups, or for the, God, the helicopter depot. There's the words I was trying to English. Man, I just... Alright, Donkey. You are excused. You have a new PC to play with. Shiny new toy. I could flatten a little bit more of that hill right there, but I just don't like it here because then I have no room for my other airport. I need at least this guy to go in as well. At least. Preferably this guy and... Oh, I don't even know where it is. Where is it? There's like an aviation club airport. Is it under these? Remember having trouble finding it last time too. Like, I'm pretty sure I just had to finally break down and use the search tool to find it. Festival area. Oh man, come on, where are you? Clearly not a mountain hotel. That is not an airport. A wellness hotel. Fun. Half my audience would swear I need to be in one of those. Aviation club. So I want to get like this guy in there too. So that's 3 big airports. It's gonna have to. They're all gonna have to go over here. And then what I'll have to do is bring the train, like reroute it Like where it turns here and kind of goes straighter, have it follow this curve, go up that way, bring it behind, and then bring it up and in that way. So if you followed that, it's straightening it out here, going across here, going across here, going across there into here. That, I think, would be a good plan. So, that means I flattened all of this for no reason. Well, let me undo any of that. Because I'd rather have... Oh, it will. Oh, it's like it never happened. How awesome is that? So, but now that means I have to flatten out over here. I mean, I could go down here, but this is where all the oil and the ore is. Maybe down here would be better, actually, because industry is going to be right here. Ooh, okay. Now the brain juices are doing a thing. Bubbling and boiling. Alright, so how would I get my railroad? I can make one hell of a massive railroad bridge over, but that would look really stupid. I could split the railroad right here. Ooh, but then it has to go right across. Hey, Keldor, how you doing, man? I keep missing your streams. Like, every time you stream, I've, like, literally just started doing something. So I could bring a railroad there, but then it would be in the way of my nature reserve. Though I guess if I do a bridge off of this elevation and just stay a bridge all the way to the other island, maybe that wouldn't be that bad of a thing? Question mark. So this makes me wish I had all the roads over here laid out instead of just this basic, here, let's connect things with some wiggly lines. Because that's what I did. I just was like, we did the 2 highway things, let's just connect it with some wiggly lines for now. Because I'm in no way ready to develop this. I'm losing a lot of money right now, too, which is kind of disturbing. Down to 9% unemployment. That's good, because we want to see it down around 4% before we really start building anything. So, which resources where? That's ore. That's oil. OMG, what, teen? Is that seriously the BTYB crew emblem with a sombrero? Yes, it is. That is the best thing I've seen all week. So, that's plenty of room for an ore industry. That's plenty of room for an oil industry. So, if on this end of it, we do the cargo airport. Which, where the hell did that even go? There it is. I think this one has to be placed roadside. Slope too steep. God damn it. Oh, come on. Well, I can level all this off. Oh, wow, that is really steep. Never mind. I didn't realize that was doing all that. What do I want to do? Just kind of level it off to about here? Yeah. I do. Wow, look at that. I never realized there was such an elevation change there. Well, not anymore, there's not, but there used to be. Before we said, I am man and I must terraform. Because that road just stuck out above everything now. We'll fix it, don't worry. We'll fix it. It'll be all better. Actually, I'm going to go from here. No, 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 no. No, there, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm going to go from here. This will give some of it back, but not much. Can we make that bigger so I can just get this done quicker? Thanks. God, I am destroying this poor map. But there's an undo function, so if it turns out I don't like it, I can just... Oh, autosave. There it goes. I can just pretend, you know, it never happened. So that is now good, except for this road. Oh my god, that's kind of priceless. Why is that? Why is that? That's just the question. Why is that? Let's kill this stuff for now. Kill it with the fire. There we go. Oh my god, he's sombreroing everything. Are you using... Brandon talks, take 2. Are you using your channel points for all that? So that is... there. I would like it to be... It's all good. Streaming has been wearing you out since you started streaming until you're done. It's rough. 10 hours. Yeah, man. Dude. Dude, don't. That's just not healthy, man. I kind of like that. And then what we're going to do is then delete the part I don't like. And see if we can't now, coming from this direction, get the bridge to be a little nicer with us. We can't. But we have ways of doing it. Not that button. This button. And then we go to our upgrade tool. Yeah, no, I understand completely. I've been there, not to that extent. But, I mean, you've seen me easily breeze right past my 4-hour time frame that I always do. And not even really realize it. So I understand, but man. Set a timer, buddy. That's not good for your health. There, that's better. Just one nice bridge. It's a nice bridge. That's the kind of bridge you could take home to your mom. Say, Mom, look at this nice bridge I've met. It takes me places. We're gonna go places together. Oh, sorry. I'm just goofy tonight. I can't help it. Alright, so now you should be able to live here. Yeah, you can live here now. But I'm gonna immediately move you. So, I want to move you... coming off that road or coming off of somewhere back here? No matter what, the actual runway is kind of on the wrong side for me. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Let's just move it and just grab it real quick and do a thing with it. Kind of put it in the general location I want it to go. And then we're going to say align it to the height of that, because that should work. Except that it totally didn't. Why not? What is wrong with you? This is all level now, I thought. That's all totally the same height of terrain. Yep, city building at its finest. We're terraforming instead. Where's the triangle? There's the triangle. That's all pretty much the same height. Why? I know you don't have electricity. You'll be okay. Airports don't need electricity. So the front of it's too high, the back of it's too low. How is that even a thing that has happened? Like, if I raise up the runway to get it from not being in a ditch, and the front end's on a small plateau. That's discouraging. A lot discouraging. Okay, so what we would want is to have a way for it to get in and out for traffic rather easily, because these things do get flooded with traffic. And since I'm also going to have an industry area down here, I need to be cognizant of that. I need to take it into account and plan for it and be aware and just generally say the same words over and over again, just in slightly different ways. So I could run a road in, but the thing is, I don't remember Shit, I don't remember which. I think this is the one that runs backwards. That like they go in this side and come out there. No, it's not. They go in this side and then go out. Okay. Let's think roads here. So we don't need this to be a bridge, but we need this to be. I said don't be a bridge. Why are you being a bridge? Stop being a bridge. What exactly is your major malfunction here? You level to that. You were level to that. How is the roundabout higher up when that's what I leveled everything to? I thought I did. So is that spot taller too? Or higher? Taller, higher. It's one of those words. There we go. That works. Now it shouldn't be a bridge anymore. Now it should be just a road. Yes, cool. So we'll have like a road down here that leads off to our oil industry. And then what we need to do is bring this thing and actually get it at the right angle, and then we can move it back. Use that, and then just use the arrow keys and just do that with it. And now it's suddenly all nice and level too. That worked. So we'll have that there. This side really needs to be used for the ore industry. There's nothing to say I can't have other roundabouts. Well, I mean, let's consider whose game he's in. Of course, the road is having an identity crisis. You don't expect things in my games to go normal, do you? This is just such a tight space to work in. Quit being laggy, game. I think this will work. I think it'll be okay as long as I keep the intersections for the oil industry kind of at a distance. I think it'll be okay. So what I want to do is go 1 up, 2 over, and then delete that and that so I can make a nice little curve. Or do I? I do. Can we stop all the thing? There we go. I want that to curve like that. But then to bring it back out is going to be tricky. Because I can't. It just won't. It won't do that thing again. But I might be able to trick you into doing it. So up and over 1. Can I convince this? Well, I can. No. You were doing fine. You were doing great. Haha, I can't trick it. But the thing is, this is going to be one-way road, so let's get the road that I want to use. No, this is going to be a 4-lane, or is this going to be 2-lane? This is going to be a 4-lane road. There's kind of an ugly 4-lane road here. And then it's going to split off. 2 lanes going off in this direction. 2 lanes coming in that direction, and this is what I was afraid of, is this ugliness right here. I wish City Skylines could do this, but it can't. It's just not a thing that it has in its capabilities. So instead, we're going to have 90-degree turns along our one-way road, which is going to slow down traffic. Boo! Boo, Windy, boo! South Park reference, anyone? But that's not to say that I can't then, you know, do a nice loop here. Because I can. I need you to kind of go away from it. You know what? We can just bulldoze you. Build another one. Not with that attitude. No, I totally can, man. Watch. Watch me. What I need is some guide roads here, though, because that helps me a lot. Like, I know that I want the road to go to there and to there, because I want to go to there. Thinking of starting the Planet Coaster series. Shibe. Bruh. You have spoken to me, like, deeply. I really want to do another Planet Coaster series, but I feel as though I have exhausted everything I could come up with in Planet Coaster, but my god, I love that game. I hate Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo can light itself on fire and then, like, jump into another pit of fire. Planet Zoo is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I mean, it's a beautiful game. Don't get me wrong. The graphics are stunningly, breathtakingly gorgeous. But it's not a good game. It's not fun. Oh, no, I'm with you, man. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 was the shit. The absolute shit.
Meteorologists have issued a severe tornado warning for the area.
Perfectly blue skies.
Seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Perfectly blue skies. Nay, I say, nay. So that will be our little road for the cargo airport. I have to figure out how to get a train back here. Oh, let's turn Anarchy back off. Don't you wish you could just turn Anarchy off and on like a switch? There, that is lined up perfectly in the center. That makes me so happy. So I could run the railroad, like we mentioned, off of just to make an intersection there, and they could just come in right there. No, I know, man. Roller Coaster Tycoon series. I mean, Planet Coaster, in my opinion, Planet Coaster is the spiritual successor to Roller Coaster Tycoon, in the same way that City Skylines is the spiritual successor to the SimCity series. Somebody else kind of picked up that mantle and ran with it. Oh yeah, there's a tornado. Oh god, it's actually really close to my town.
A tornado has
Uh-oh.
in the area. Seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Did I say Roller Coaster Typhoon? Nice. This is where the last tornado hit. This same spot. It just kind of danced around here and then went over there and flew a few cars into the water, and then it was done. God, I wish I could get another Chirpnado. I've had a Chirpnado before, and they're hilarious. Because, one, they're blue, and they have the little blue chirpy bird up here flying all around it. Big, giant versions of them flying through the sky. And everywhere they touch, it upgrades the building. It does no damage at all. But they're really rare. Some like 0.04% chance of one happening. Are you going to become a water spout? This is your handle. This is your... Never mind. It's a Chirpnado. I mean, there is humor in this game. It's on YouTube. There's some Chirpnado videos. I just managed to not capture it. I got a couple pictures of it, but my recording software was not open at the time, and so by the time I got it open, it was mostly over. I did get some screenshots, but yeah, there are YouTube videos of a Chirpnado out there, and it's just the best ever. It's just a bright blue tornado with little chirpy birds flying all around it. And like, if you read, like in here, people will start being like, I have a new golden toilet. Thanks, hashtag Chirpnado. Or, oh, a whole new kitchen. Thanks, Chirpnado. It's just like, what the hell? Just saw my car go past my window. I live on the 5th floor. See, like, tornado high up cars. They're talking about what's going on right now. Saw Lily live at a club a few years ago when she was just starting her career. Soon she'll be playing on the big stage. That's what hashtag talent and hard work can do for you. Congratulations! The city suffered no damage. And I now do not regret my decision of not activating the emergency sirens to try to protect my citizens. So I didn't activate. I didn't. I was just like, nah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. And they are. They were. I was right. Alright, we gotta get a train over here. Enough dicking around, Brandon. I don't know, can you ever really have enough dicking? I am losing so much money in this city right now. So we will... Erdo's having stream issues? I'm sorry to hear that. Especially with these guys' new pretty graphics. People are coming into my stream just as I say the best things tonight. Let's get this bridge to go right beside this bridge. So find the place that it wants to do that. And then... Ooh, yeah. And then what we're going to do is keep it as a bridge. I'm going to raise it up quite a bit. Keep it as a bridge. Go over that way. Go in and over here and make an intersection. So let's make that a reality, shall we? So we hit the make it a elevated bit button. We say you're now a bridge. You're now a bridge. And then we grab, we're using the move it mod. No, not the whole segment. The node, that node, that node. Oh, got your node. And then we raise them all up to that. Boom. Railroad bridge. It's a bit higher than the bridge going next to it, and for some reason doesn't look parallel. I mean, they are. Oh, I see why. It's because this is going downhill, so it's kind of an optical illusion. They are parallel, though. They can't be. They can't be. There's no way that is... no. I'm not buying it. Take your lies somewhere else, bridge. Okay, we're gonna do this instead. So I wanted to connect here. So we're gonna go straight that way. Now we're gonna go gaily forward that way. And just continue as bridge. Ooh, issues are being had. Okay. So let's fix. There, and there. Boop. Now can we actually make that a bridge, though? I'd like it to look like it's a bridge. Is that a thing that can be done? Oh, it is so a thing that can be done. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Love it. Okay, so, we keep that button, and we go to here. Ooh, that's gonna have to go downhill really fast. I guess it can be climbing this whole time, though, and, like, just... Let's see what this looks like. There's my 180 right there. So if I bring it down, so that it goes on the ground... there. It's wanting to do some funky things back here, but I can deal with the funk. The funk is not a problem here. So we will grab this node and raise it to that height. And then from there, is that really the same height? Oh, you are so lying. That is not even close. Must have done something wrong. Anyway, so we will go from now there and grab all of them until the bridge part of this runs out. Like so, to there. And instead of just having this thing that's all lumpy and bumpy and halfway in the water, we will say that on our smooth sloping tool that this is our high point because it is. And we'll say that this is our low point because, again, it is. And now we have one nice, smooth incline, which is more realistic for a train instead of just something going up a big hill. Trains tend to not like sudden inclines. That tends to cause like derailments and things like that. So we need to go back to the make it a bridge tool and make it a bridge. Oh, I can upgrade this type. Trust me. Excuse me. There we go. You were right. I can't upgrade that type because I was trying to upgrade it to the same damn type. Done. Beautiful bridge. And then we just need to tie this in using something kind of like that. So this side will not be a bridge. It'll be on the ground. It will come in like that. Out there. To there. To like that. And then this side. Turn the other key off. I want to make sure it'll actually work. Because if you don't do that thing, then the trains have issues getting to where they want to go. So to there, and then like about like that should work. Yeah, that should get them through there. Nice big area, like 2 whole trains can fit there, 2 whole trains can fit there, and then several trains can fit there. So even if like this gets a little backed up, it's never gonna back up the traffic out there. And that's a good thing. I could even bring passenger trains in now. That is a thought. It's a thought we'll explore later, but it is a thought. For now, we're just gonna hook it. Oh my god, why am I losing so much freaking money? Probably because I'm ignoring the entire city. Would be my guess. So, oh, wait a minute. Why is this not lining up now? That should totally... It lined up a minute ago. Oh yeah, I moved part of it. So, go away. You come here. Where are you going to... There, you're going to want to do it right there. Like about there, like about there, like about there, yeah. 2 meters, 1 meter. And that is funky again, but again, I can deal with the funk. We got the cure for the funk. Now it makes me think the whole damn bridge should be that tall. Like there. Alright, what would that look like? Ooh, I think it would look good. Yep, okay. So all that work we just did, we're now going to do it again, but different. Cozy. Does this type of tedious work make you feel all cozy inside? I mean, you gotta make it right. God, that's a really tall bridge, though. I guess, though, I mean, since this is a nature reserve, we are trying to respect it. So, you know, we would encourage the railroad to not make a whole lot of noise through there. It's like, railroad, if you could just tiptoe through our nature reserve, we'd really appreciate it. Like, how about if we just build a freaking tall bridge so you don't hear us? And then all of your teenagers who are currently supposed to be at home quarantined can come graffiti the pillars. Sounds like a win-win. I'm digging that. I mean, it is really tall, but I don't think it's unrealistically tall. And then it's not so much of a slope there. It is a tall bridge, though. Holy heck. Just a really tall bridge. What if I start it sloping from here all the way down to there? I think that might be the solution here. Actually, okay. Idea time. We're gonna make this bridge look right before we're done. What if it is that height? What is that gonna do? Okay, I think I'm onto something here. All right, cool. I need my upgrade tool. How am I losing so much money in this city? We need to upgrade that to be on the ground, and that one to be on the ground? No, that one needs to remain bridge. That would probably just elevated and not bridge. Clicking the button helps a lot. And then... get rid of a little bit of this elevation here in our monstrously huge bridge. So, oh, I went one too many, but that's fine, because easy fix. Why did that not move? I swear since they updated the mod, sometimes like the align to height thing is just like, no, you align to height. And it's just like, but that's your job, man. And then you're arguing with a PC mod, and then you realize how stupid that is. It's just embarrassing. So there, and there, and there. To there, to there. Isn't this like the 4th time I've done this slope? And I'm afraid it's not going to do it right since there's actually a point higher in the bridge. But here's hoping. That's better, isn't it? It had to end. What issues was he having? Was he having computer problems? Oh, I have a headache all of a sudden. Let's take drugs. Over the counter drugs. Over the counter drugs. But drugs nonetheless. Twitch slapped him in the next week with lag. That's peculiar. Man, everything's fine on my end. All right, cool. Railroad bridge, done. So then this road can come up like between the two airports. Yeah, but let's delete Hilly McKellarson real quick. I realize you were driving there, and I'm very sorry about it, but you'll be okay. Look, I'm gonna put it back. Hey, I'm driving here. Why is that in the air? No, no, no. Stop it. Okay, so. Not so happy about the fact that this bridge is now going to intersect the airport, so I've changed my mind, made an executive mayoral decision, and decided that instead it is going to go join its other road friends over here somewhere. You're so hesitant. Donkey, look, buddy, it's brand new. Your computer is brand new. You haven't really installed much on it. You don't have a whole lot customized. You don't have like years and years and years and years and years of pictures. You're not going to break it. You're just not. It will just turn itself off before something you do will really hurt it. As long as you're not like, here, I want to share my soda with you, computer. That would be a bad idea. You're not going to break it. So just do stuff, man. Learn how to use it. And since it is new, guess what? Windows has this thing where you can just be like, uh-oh, I made it fucking stupid. And you can reset it, and boom, it'll be back to like it was brand new out of the box. Granted, you'll have to reset it back up and everything. But Windows does have that, you know. It's good. PCs love Sprite. Yes, PCs love Sprite. Yeah, go right ahead. Use it, Donkey. Don't be afraid, buddy. This is your moment. This is your moment, buddy. Alright, so now we have to fit Big Boy in here. And Big Boy is a problem because, again, we're going to have runways intersecting each other. And that's no bueno. Bueno at all. See, in my mind, they function as one airport. Like, the cargo airport over there is actually an extension of this airport. In my mind. And I mean, airports do occasionally have, they don't overlap, but they do occasionally have runways that are at a 90 degree to each other. And air traffic control just makes sure the traffic coming in and out, you know, isn't going to bonk into one another. That is the official term for an air traffic disaster, by the way. They bonked. They bonked noggins. I shouldn't say that. That's a horrible thing to say. People die in those, man. So, can I get you to line up at 90 degrees somehow? Do we have that power? I don't think we have that power. Let's put it about there. Question, which direction do... Oh, that's actually not too bad. I mean, okay, it is kind of, because they'll be coming in this way to land and that way to land. So they could definitely have, you know, a couple issues there. Taking off will be fine. Taking off here will be fine. God, that is a massive freaking airport. Look at it. I love it. And then I want the little aviation club, which was somewhere in one of all of these. I've already forgotten. I would assume it's in this one. Yeah, it's in that one. I want the little guy here. Just snap to a road, will you? Just find a road and freaking snap to it so I can then anarchy you around. Thank you. So he will come live, or she, I don't know. I haven't asked this gender. I don't care. You know, however this little tiny enthusiast airport wishes to identify, I am totally supportive of. I want it like... Oh, there we go. This will be what this road can service right here. Cool, 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 cool. You'll not believe what Not Entropy just did. What did Not Entropy just do? What did Not Entropy just do? Apparently you were given a Steam key for Ashnear. Really? Seriously? Did you do that, Entropy? Hi, 10 Gamer Play. How you doing? Thank you for that follow. Very kind of you. And that is very kind that you got the Steam key. That's so awesome, man. I knew you were a good guy. All those other people were just telling lies. I kid, nobody's ever said a bad word about you. Like, never. In fact, I think you're probably, like, universally loved and adored within the Astroneer community, is the impression I get. It's kind of freaking awesome. Like, when I told Gina that I was considering talking to you about Ashnear Academy, her response wasn't any words. It was just a heart emoji. That was it. You see, you're going to buy them one Ashnear license at a time? Well, I guess that's a plan. Maybe not the most financially sound plan, but it's a plan. So we've got our little aviation corner of the island here, which is nice because this is all going to be gross industry back here and some over there, but we'll do something to hide that. And then this is going to be tourist stuff. So the cool thing is this airport is going to be right here leading onto the road for the tourist stuff. You only watch for a little bit? Well, that's fine. I promise I will not accomplish much in that little bit that you get to watch. So I usually sit here crippled by decision, my inability to make a decision. So we need water over here. I'm still not sold on the idea of this bridge, though I do kind of like the idea of it being a second route in, but then I don't like where it goes here, but I can always route it over there. these two are coming together in a really weird way that just kind of makes me feel not good. But I do like having all the airports out here together. It's kind of a nice thing. And that one will just send people, like tourists go there and they fly around the city for a little bit and then they're all happy. So Donkey, you can play Astroneer with me tomorrow night, man. In the stream, we can do a multiplayer one. Like, we can spend 4 hours. Let's teach Donkey how to Astroneer. And then next week, server. This is cool. This is so cool. It is kind of a nice thing when you get a key for a game and somebody just like, here you go, man. It is entropy. It is. I mean, I'm unemployed, which totally sucks, but it allows me to do a lot of stuff with YouTube that I would otherwise not be able to do. I can't imagine trying to run a YouTube channel as a student. Not that I was that good of a student. I kind of coasted my way through, but somehow still graduated with honors. Not as that guy. Gina. What is up? All the cool kids are here tonight. What's so cool you missed it? Okay, one, Donkey got his PC, and two, our friend Naughty here just gave Donkey a key to Astroneer. Just up and was like, here you go, friend. Just gave him a key to Astroneer. Just, there you go. I know, right? You stay for like 20 minutes? Right on, man. Well, I hope you enjoy your time here, and I hope that the next time you have more time, you can spend that time with me. I used the word time several times just then. 3-lane highway, 3-lane highway. A little bit bigger. Boom. There we go. That will be our entrance into the airport. Why are you turning there? It goes nowhere. You're realizing this, aren't you? Yes, you are. Silly, stupid truck. I told you it's true. I told you it's true. I would not lie to you, Entropy. I would lie to a lot of people. I wouldn't lie to you. 6% unemployment. Cool. So this is problematic because it's not a one-way road and I can't upgrade it because it's attached to the building. There is a mod out there that lets you do that, but I don't know what that mod is. And two, I would have to completely exit the game to enable it. But I really don't like that that's not a one-way road. And it also is bothering me. It doesn't look like that is at all parallel. But didn't I do a thing to test that? Let's find out. Let's push the right buttons. Can we? Can we push the right buttons, Brandon? Thanks. Did I not? I did this, right? And it... Yeah. It's not a straight line. How did that happen? I know how it happened. Okay. Alright. Alright. I understand. I understand where my inadequacies lie now. Everybody's like, it took you long enough. So, we will... Steam looks pretty dated. Yeah, Steam hasn't had a major overhaul in a long time. They're too busy sitting on their piles of money to actually do anything productive. They crap out a game like every 10 years and then just cache everybody else's. Well, yeah, everything needs a destination folder, man. Just choose its default. Just let it, whatever it wants, just let it have it. I want entropy woodwork. I really do. I have seen entropy woodwork, and I am muy impressed. And I want some. I want a pen, and I want a pencil. And I want him to burn the Vainglorious logo into wood. I think that would be awesome. You can't sup. My address in Discord? No. I'm gonna wait till I have a job and I can buy it, and that's a long list, so you can make that happy. I will wait until I am gainfully employed and I will buy it. I'm not asking for handouts here, but I do like your work. I think it's very good. We need to do a thing here on the intersections because they will not be able to go through there. Cool. So we can do that. We got to do something about this now. This whole situation is bad. It's just bad. So what I'm thinking is I need to start a curve like here instead of having it come down to the roundabout and come out, because that's never going to meet up to that roundabout there in a pleasing way. So we're going to get rid of all of that, and it doesn't matter that I'm getting rid of these roads. They've got other ways into town. Oh, I have seen the Knot Shop. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a fanboy of entropy. No, I've given away like 50 of the 70 pins you made in the past few. It's what you do. Oh. Unsuccessful attempt. Aww. And Gina's a fangirl of entropy. So I need to bring these a little closer. Red Faction Gorilla will be... Okay, Donkey, as many Steam games as I know you have, because you always ask for them from the giveaway channel on Discord, you've got a wide choice of games to play. I know you have a lot of Steam keys, because I'm the one that sent them to you from Humble Bundle. So, what's a good clearance here? Is this road too close to the runway? I don't feel it is. I think that's a realistic distance. But I want to have it be about that same distance on the other side. So it's about 300. So we need to go about 300 again, and then like, okay, so that's there. We're just gonna leave that road there for reference. God, I just can't English tonight. So yeah, how do I want to do this? This is how we'll do it. We'll come down here, go over here, go down here. Like that, because that'll tell me how long everything needs to be. Because then I can just delete squares that are the right length. So then that can come up like that. You'll try to be back in 15 minutes? Alright, well I hope you can return, and if not, thanks for hanging out with us at least for a little while. Good to have you along, and thanks again for the follow. Alright, so I've seen some of his fantastic stickers, like some of the ones he's made. I've seen one. So streaming network, with streaming network speeds and whatnot, you got 5 megabits per second upload. At 5, if I were you, I'd shoot for 720p. Once you start getting up into 10, you start really kind of hitting the edge of what 5 can really do without occasional buffering. Because you got to remember there is going to be some latency latency that you have to deal with. Like I stream at 1080p 60 at 6500, but when I was doing 1080p 30, I was at like 4500, and sometimes it spiked like 47, 48. You know, if nobody else in the house is using anything online at the time, you'd be okay. But, you know, you let one other person start using something in the household, and you'd probably have your viewers experiencing some buffering. So I do 720, and honestly, man, most people watch on mobile anyways these days. And even if they don't, most people watch with the chat over to the side. So 720 is good. You could go for split the difference and do that 900 by whatever it is that a lot of streamers do. Like there's a lot of big name streamers who go for that. I forget the exact resolution, but it's 900 by something. I know that's not helpful to say 900 by something, but yeah, you're right in my wheelhouse, man. My degree is in networking. That's the side of streaming that was easy for me, is getting my bit rate and all that worked out. There, and that road can connect there like that. Sad that it doesn't really connect over here, but oh well, we'll live with it. Or will we? Because I kind of wanted that to be a way that they could... Well, they can always ship via rail to the two different industries. Yeah, they could ship via rail. That'll work. Cool. So now I got to figure out where water is going to come from. For now, we're going to follow this little bridge over and around and over and down to there and up to there, and then I never connected that. So yay, let's fix that. You think having other tabs open on your PC would affect things? As long as you social media tabs open, don't have people like chat. No. Not unless it's something that's dynamically refreshing in the background. They draw so little data, it shouldn't make a big difference. I wish that I could get this to make a nice intersection with that bridge there. But I can't, because it just kind of falls away right there. Because this is going to be tricky right here to get all of this to come up into a nice intersection. And then come up here and join again. And yet another nice intersection. So I like nice intersections. So let's figure that out. Let's see where this is going to go. So that's going to go about there. Oh, 10 is more than enough. Like I said, I do 1080p 60 frames per second, and I'm set at 6500, so 6.5 megabits per second, and that's ample, and I have a 10 up connection. Yes, let Entropy know if you need any help. Whatever you do, do not watch the Ashneer Academy series. It's garbage. It's terrible, and it can't help you in any way. Oh, God. Okay, so we could have that go there, and then we can have these come up to there and somehow do a thing. Or maybe I can just have this turn and connect there, and this turn and connect there. That might be the better solution. I guess I can reconnect this bridge with a temporary dirt road again. Let me friend you on Steam. Okay, it's just Brendan BTYB. It's in my, you know, my Steam. It's fine. It's fine, dude. Seriously, I like to give people shit. I mean, my initials are BS, and so if I didn't live up to them, I feel as though I would, you know, be doing a disservice to my parents who so very carefully chose such good initials. Probably not the best roundabout because those are so close together, but it will let me do something maybe to have like a bridge go over there. Like we'd have another road come off, turn, go over, and across. That might be a helpful thing. And then we need to do something similar for this guy. But he's going to need to make a turn. Why are we not roading? There we go. Roading, the official term for building roads. We need to do the curvy one. There we go. Nope. Nope. Why don't you want to do a thing? That's nice. Oh, I hear one of the little planes taking off. Yes. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, there he is. Get him. Get him. Oh my god, why can't I click him? I love these little guys. Yes. They just fly around. And I guess you just took off and now you're flying right back over the airport. They're just little amateur pilots that fly around and look at the city. I see there's a touristy area, so he's like, I want to see that touristy area. Okay, I saw it. And now I'm going to circle around it a couple times. And now I'm going to crash. Oh, he's coming for landing. What is this burb? Have you... Why have I never... What? Huh? Burb? What do you... What do you... What? Oh, this bird! That's Chirper, the in-game version of Twitter. It gives you yet another way to get an idea of what your citizens are thinking. Like this guy, or it could be girl, Tetler Hunter. Good. You have two first names. Good morning, everybody. What a beautiful sunrise. Hashtag Paradise. They really love their hashtags. Like, really love their hashtags. Max Finch. Oh. Something I would think the freshwater spaces would know. How long do we have to wait for working water pipes? I think that's because all these guys don't have water over here. I think that's what his major malfunction is. Which I guess we can resolve that real quick. Like so. There. And that'll also let this actually start getting used. You know, let's just do that because it only needs like the middle bit, I think. Yeah. And then same thing for our big international airport, which is not even hooked up to a subway or anything like that. Forged Rosie, thank you very much for that host, and welcome to the stream. Do appreciate you hanging out with us. Zach, what's going on, man? No, dude, you don't have to apologize for not being around. You work, you have school. I understand completely, dude. So cool. So this can now... I doubt anybody's really going to start using this for exports anytime soon. But they can. Trains can come here, planes can come here, trucks can come here. And, whoa, there's a big wave of happy happening over there. Somebody put some LSD in the water supply. I'd say they put weed in the water supply, but it wouldn't really work. Just get soggy. Oh wait, we are getting freight over here. Cool. That's an export too, because he just appeared and took off. He didn't land. Yeah, some people are using it for exports. Wow, they're coming from outside of other towns to use this. But how have you been doing, Zach? I used to have a good tub of weed butter. And make it in a crock pot. Let it simmer all day. Oh. It was good for baking. Though my roommate that I had at the time, one time used it to butter his toast. I didn't tell him, and I just kind of watched. I was like, because it was already too late. He was already eating it, and I saw that tub he had out. And I was like, uh-oh. And I knew he was, I knew he was toast, not toe. He was not buttering his toes. I knew it was his day off, so it wouldn't be like too huge of a problem. So I just kind of let it happen. And yeah, just kind of throughout the day, I was like, hey man, how you doing? How's it going? Let's do toe buttering. You know what? I do not kink shame. I live by the philosophy, that's your kink, not my kink. I may not understand it. Haven't started college yet, but when you do, you're planning to study for cybersecurity. Oh, dude, yeah, you're set for life. That is just going to be an ever-growing... But, dude, you just got your high school diploma. That is very cool. And congratulations, indeed. No, canna butter toe buttering, oddly specific. Hey, baby, you want to lick my toes and get high? Oh, my God. Somebody's going to clip that, and it's going to be out of context, and oh, no. Oh, a train just pulled into the tunnel, guys. Why am I such a child? I don't think I'll ever grow up. Clipping now. The sad thing is, I don't really see anybody using this. That's kind of a big sad. I mean, there's people driving up. Whoa, hi. There's people driving up to it, but... Oh, you graduated last year? No. Keep cutting out. Are you on mobile? So I do believe everything's fine on my end. I haven't dropped... Let's see. Have I dropped any frames? No, I have dropped no frames. So it has a metro, one that runs over that way, so I could easily like run a metro line like to way over there. But my plan is there's a bridge that I'm going to build right across here, and then it's going to dip below ground and go to there, and then what I can do is use this one that comes out the other way. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Let me zoom in. So over there, oh, okay, that was really smart, Brandon. Metro, we'll click this button so they stay up. So that right there is hard to see, but it's a tunnel that comes out to above ground metro lines. There's a death wave and a half happening over there. We'll come out over here, start to turn, go back underground, become an underground metro again, and connect to here. So that whole part of the town will have metro service to the airport. Then this will come out and service all of this area's stuff and things. We do have people on the jet, 7 people. All right, let's go pay attention to the city for a while. That will all just sit there and cost me lots and lots of money for now. I saw some commercial complaining, but where was that happening? Maybe they're done complaining. We do have a massive death wave over here, though. Somewhere there's a cemetery over here. Yeah, there it is. It's done emptying. Yeah, mobile buffers a lot on Twitch. I think it's just the Twitch app, honestly. So what's our death situation looking like? We got 428 dead people, but we have capacity for 1,400. So it's just going to take a minute to get around and pick them all up. Everybody kind of kicked the bucket all at once. So, yeah. I dig all of that. I like this town. A little bit of a tourist area here. So maybe I should just go ahead and get that connected then. Whoa! We just about had a collision with a jet just then. So let's go ahead and get this metro connected. Bridge across. Where does it want to go back down to the ground here? I love this game. I just am absolutely in love with City Skylines. So right about there. And then we'll have it go underground, but I need to see underground. Actually, let's go over here and bring this out so I know where I need to. Can I go underground, please? Thank you. So I know roughly... Ooh, oh. Okay, so I need this to turn some. Kind of like... That should work. And then if I do this... That should work. I was kind of wanting to have the tunnel happen a little sooner. So let's see about making that tunnel happen a little sooner. Oh, but now the tunnel looks funky. I wonder if I can defunkify that. Soften terrain. Yeah, we can mostly defunkify it. Or just make it much worse. I'm making it worse. So what we'll do is we'll grab the level tool. We will come in here and say right there. And we'll level this side out. Like that. So that side won't be as much of an issue. Can I have the actual top of it, please? Thanks. And then I should be able to get this ugliness happening over here to go away. We will bring our strength down, but our size way up. It's not as bad. I can live with that. All right, so cool. Let's go ahead and get a metro line running from this station to this station and just back. It's literally just going to be like an express train. You feel worse for the elementary school, the early elementary school learning to read, right? Yeah, I do too. Like, honestly, I think, you know, high school and stuff like that isn't that bad. But the little kids, I don't think. You know, because their parents, you need an education in elementary education to really know how to teach properly. You know, and granted, I could read and write before I went to school, but my mom didn't work. Like, my dad worked his ass off when we were little kids so that my mom didn't have to work, so that she could stay at home until I was in school. So I'm the youngest. You know, so she was there and worked with us, you know, and taught us all that. But families, especially today, do not have that luxury. You know, it sometimes takes 2 and 3 incomes to keep a family afloat. All right, cool. So we've got a metro going to the airport. It may take a minute before I really start seeing a lot of people on it. So they've got to work their way to it, because this metro connects this side of town. They can change trains here, go to that side of town. They can also change trains. They can get on a bus from this side of town. God, it's so confusing. Oh, man, I just realized how far away those are. But that's not too far to walk from there or to there. Or to, well, no, it's that one and that one that has metro. And like I said, they could grab a bus and get on that metro that takes them out that way and around and all that. Is that flowers in my hair? So I guess I'm angry about having flowers in my hair. I like it. Okay, so fun story time. When I was in high school, I was, and I've told this part of the most of the story. I was, you know, a big church kid, right? But the youth pastor we had, the dude just was so uptight. Just so uptight about everything. I remember one time I wore my Prince and the Revolution shirt. I had to go pick up something from his office, and it had a Purple Rain shirt. And I walked into his office, and I had another shirt on outside of it. He's like, button up that shirt before you come in here with that center on there. I'm like, oh my God. And so, you know, being a good Christian thing, we always did Halloween stuff, except we called it Fall Festival, but everybody's still dressed up and everything. And we'd always go on hay rides and everything. So I wanted to really, really, really get under his skin. And my mom was a big fan. If you guys haven't seen it, and it's old, like I don't even remember it, but my grandmother watched the old Carol Burnett show. My great-grandmother did, and my great-grandmother basically raised my mom, and so my mom had a fondness for this, so she would watch old reruns of it, and because of that, I wound up watching it sometimes too. And at the end credits, there was a caricature kind of animated mop lady. She was just like the janitor lady cleaning up after as the credits roll. I dressed up as that mop lady for our churches. They, including borrowing one of my sister's bras and putting like half air, half water balloons in for breasts. And I had like the little flowery hat, everything. And oh my God, he was fierce. He was like, you can't be a demon and you can't be this, you can't be that. But he never said anything about cross-dressing. And I knew that would be the way to just get him. Just freaking, just nail it. And I did. Oh, he was furious. He tried to send me home. But I'm like, you never said that this was off limits. I thought it would be fine. It's Carol Burnett. It's wholesome comedy. He was because I had him. He couldn't really do much. And I loved it. It was fun. I was a teenager and I liked making his life hell. Oh my God, there's 1,500 people riding one metro? What? That's a lie. Is this my new one that I just put in? No. Where's the new one I just put in? What color do it be? Purple. So it's this one. Safe Word Terrace Local. Cool. Wow, we're starting to get a lot of people through there now. Cool. Yeah. I have lots of good church stories. Most of which I can't tell. And today, Brandon is an agnostic who swears like a sailor. Okay, I'm happy with our aviation additions, even though they are causing the city to slowly go broke. Whoa, 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 what happened? I didn't level all of this. What happened? Excuse me. How did this happen? Did I, like, fall asleep for a minute while I was doing all that? And this just all magically leveled itself off? The fuck game? Ah, search like a sailor. There we go, right there. Case in point. Well, my family is all wonderful Jesus people. Okay, I'm so confused as to what may have happened here. Because how is it not now level over there? That's the one we built it off of, or is this the one we built it off of? Must be this one. Gonna make it ugly, and then we'll come back and make it pretty. No, they don't. None of them watch my streams or my YouTube channel. They're very supportive of what I do, but they don't approve of the profanity and the, like, they don't understand how me being a liberal pacifist can play GTA Online. They think that's hypocritical. Like, it's such a violent, dirty game. I'm like, it's a video game. Yeah, no, they don't watch. They are all very supportive, especially, you know, when the money comes in. They're like, oh, you made money from that. Yes, I did. I made money playing video games. Which just kind of makes him happy, you know. He made, look, he made some money. Isn't that cute? Right. I know, team. Don't get me started. There we go. That's better now. And now we just need to smooth that off, because we made a bit of a mess. But yeah, they don't watch. My mom used to. But she stopped. Though, both my mom and my dad have been in videos of mine. It's been years now. But for Mother's Day and for Father's Day, we did Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, where they had the bomb manual, and of course I was defusing the bomb. We did it not over Skype. It wasn't Discord either. I think it was like TeamSpeak. Okay, we've got a weird hump in the runway. I think I can fix that weird hump by just picking this up and putting it back down. I'm kind of afraid to do so. Let's try this. Let's just go badoop, badoop. Let's see if that fixed it. No, it didn't. You're right. That is the taxiway. Thank you. What if we level terrain? Level from over here. Go to over here. I may have just... Oh, come on. Come on. I don't... We can't have that. Just do it. Just fix it. Oh, well. We'll have to deal with that later. There is a surprising number of cars driving over here. Oh yeah, I never connected this dude, did I? Yeah, that's a problem. Let's connect this dude, and let's just go ahead and do it with the road type that we're gonna build anyway. Instead of doing this stupid thing I've been doing with the 2-lane dirt road. So this looks like it should work if I go like right here. I will say this for my family. There are many, many things we do not agree on. And yet they remained very respectful of my point of view, of my opinions. They don't really preach at me, you know. They've invited me to church exactly one time, at which time I said no thank you. I'd rather not, and I understand you're just concerned, but please don't ask again. And never have any of them asked again. They don't... There's no like passive aggressive issues that you hear so many people dealing with. And there's more to it than just the whole agnosticism thing. That, I don't know, there's just some things in life that I haven't really talked about a lot, and they just remain really nice about it all, and that is to their credit. I mean, because it could be like a major point of contention, but it's not. It just really isn't. Every once in a while, one of them will say, you know, some typical, what I consider stereotypical, like knee-jerk right-wing reaction, and it'll get under my skin, or I'll say something and they'll get a little under their skin. But there's never any conflict. They are incredibly gracious about the fact that I am totally different from everybody else in my family. And that's a huge tribute to them, to be able to be that way. So I do have to hand it to them. Good Lord, nobody lives or works over here. And look at how busy these roads are already. This is going to be a nightmare once I actually build over here. So you're set to be on a similar path yourself? Interesting. You know, I should have a chat one day and compare notes. How to deal with our families. They're all driving to the different airports. Like, this thing is busy. This is a cargo airport. And it's delivering and exporting. So importing and exporting goods. This is a touristy type airport. It's the Aviation Club. And this is just a big metropolitan international airport. So that, and I think, like, now that I've straightened this out, I think what I have is some people that are on this highway here. Originally, the highway went here, all the way around back here. So if you wanted to go to over here, from over there, you had to go all the way around. It did come this way, but it dead-ended right there. But now I've got this going all the way through. And I bet if we click on some of this traffic, like let me click this intersection right here and get our routes. I bet you anything, some of them are just going straight through. So you probably go, yeah. So see, some of them are literally just using that as a bypass, which I'd kind of rather they didn't, but I don't really have any way to discourage them to do it. Because I can only, what you normally do when you don't want a road to be used for a bypass is you increase the speed limit on the one you want them to use and decrease it on the ones that you don't want them on. But I really can't lower this too much without it impacting the city that I'm going to eventually build over here. Because this end of the island, that's not an island, but you get, I'm only going to build this part, so it may as well be an island. This end is all going to be touristy and recreational and just, you know, leisure type stuff. Thus why I wanted the airport over here to, to bring in those tourists. And that's why these two things are here, because these are big, big, big tourist traps. The Hadron Collider. And it still cracks me up. I never noticed that the name of the achievement for this was, that's a big hadron. It's like, wow. Paradox. That's a little close to being rated T for teen there. Little close. All right, anyway, we're done with this side for now. I'm just kind of fascinated by the traffic in this game. I really am. And I'm amazed at how much this is doing. Does that mean this one's died? No, they're still exporting over here like crazy. I could probably do with another post-sorting facility over by this dude. Just so they can easily import and export mail. And it should fit nicely in here. Yeah, it'll fit real nice right there. So that way those trucks don't have to drive as far. They can also, like now, because I've got these two so close together, they can deliver to this one, they can deliver to that train, the train will bring it over here to the airport, and then the planes can fly it out. And they do that. They will actually do that. They will utilize the railway to move stuff throughout the city, and it's kind of cool. Like, once I get more of this industry stuff built, wherever I build all the warehouses, they'll probably wind up utilizing this rail line to ship things back and forth. Which still fascinates me to no end, that is a thing that can happen. Oh, look at all those blue trucks. Those are all the postal vans that I just sent out from this guy. All right, anyway, over here, back over here. Stop staring at the roads you just built, Brandon, and go build. So the elevation really changes right there. So I kind of want to be respectful of that and not do anything that's going to cause weird, funky stuff. I mean, I can build up there, but I just want to be careful that I'm paying attention to the different elevation changes. So did our unemployment finally level out? Or like we're at 15% again. It was down under 9. What happened? Like, seriously, what happened? We even built new jobs. Because these things employ people. Alright, what we're going to have to do is eliminate a couple more residential areas and just put jobs in. So what we're going to have to do here in Shaft Heights is make sure they don't build any high-rises. We're going to have to throw some offices in here because our education is getting up there, so they're not really going to want to work in industry. They're really going to want to work in offices. We've got 100% that have had their primary education. 93% have made it through high school. And 78% are college graduates, which that's better than the United States average. Which is sad. So let's do... Yeah, Gina, that pretty much the same. You know, I did question a lot as a kid, but I still kind of just went with the flow of, you know, what my family was doing. Hey, there goes my hue lights blinking Twitch purple, and they're only how late tonight? Let's see how late they are. When was that follow? An hour ago. Oh, teen, what district? Which district are we naming Sellout District?
Residents should take
a sinkhole. A sinkhole is going to strike. Do sinkholes strike? Sinkholes don't seem like a thing that strikes. Sinkholes seem like a thing that kind of suck. They suck at any minute. A sinkhole is going to suck at any minute. All right, sinkhole, suck away. Because I'm just waiting on you. Before I go build anything else, I want to see what you're going to do, and I want to clean up your damage. No? I love all the little planes flying around. Makes me very happy. I mean, this is going to be a pretty big sinkhole, 8.7 out of 10. Well, that plane over there has a drunk pilot. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but he just did something weird. Come on, sinkhole. Sink. Be a hole. I mean, they usually just happens so you guys strike works there. Oh, it's right in the middle of everything, too. Oh, no.
Somewhere in the city. Stay out of
Oh, those poor people.
Contact authorities with any information.
Oh, the humanity. That does kind of suck for those people. Fix that road, fix that road. Replace this road. And, do we leave the sinkhole? Do we just leave it and let it be, you know, a warning to people to not build there again? Or do we say, sure, why don't you go ahead and build some houses back here right up next to that sinkhole? I think that's the plan. Oh, the worst mayor ever. Yeah, oh, it broke the water pipes. Crap, my pipe redundancy has failed. It's not big enough to be a lake. It won't hold it, sadly. That's just a little too small to hold water. Because the water thingamahoos, well, we might be able to. Hold on, let's pause and do it. we might be able to make, like, go way down on water capacity, like 0.5, and then put it in and then drag it way down here. It might work. My fear is that because it's such a big round disc that it's going to try to put water on the roads. Woo. Whoa. Whoa. They always flood for a minute, but you got to kind of let them find their level before you really start modifying it. Mayor rebuilds after sinkhole, immediately floods citizens. You are gonna make it a lake or a pond or a pool. It is about the size of a pool. Well, no, that is a pool, so that's pretty big. It's a nice pond. Oh God, it's really killing the freaking frame rate right now, though, as it tries to find its level. Once it finds its level, the CPU will stop having a heart attack. But until then, the game's my computer's like, no, I don't like it. Oh, we have some more roads to fix. That is a pretty awkward moment. I remember time I lived in Missouri, like this. They built this like the big McMansion, you know, $1 million homes in an area that had years ago been an abandoned landfill, and like all this controversy, like don't build there, it's not stable, don't build there. Like, no, it's fine. The contractor that was overseeing it all, we've gone through and done studies and paid all these millions of dollars, and they will make hashtags. I probably said something about the sinkhole. That was my favorite spot in the whole city. Oh no, sadness, sinkhole. Oh my God. Anyway, so you can kind of see where this is going. About 5 years after they built it all, and they built this nice big golf course, and everybody's like, oh, we live in River Cut, of the gated community where you can't go, you know, all that type stuff. Yes, they named it River Cut, even though there was no river anywhere. Welcome back, Gamer Play. There's no river anywhere near it, not for like 10 miles. And sure enough, wake up one morning, bring up the news, and 9 houses had sunk into a massive sinkhole overnight. No one was hurt, but 9 houses. And we're talking those big, like 5,000 and 8,000 square foot McMansions. 9 of them just gulp, just gone. And it's just like, I told you so. I think some people went to jail over that, honestly, because it came out that like there was some money paid to certain people to say, oh yeah, it's totally safe, you can build there. How the hell with no injuries? Okay, so it started off as a small sinkhole in somebody's backyard. Like late evening, like around 8 o'clock. So they called 911, like there's a sinkhole in our backyard. Fire department comes out, calls the city engineers out, who called somebody from the state. And since we were a big city in the state, we had those people right there in our city. And they really quickly evaluated, oh, this is all unstable, evacuate. And they evacuated people before it really got bad. So that's how. But still, it was something else. I do like the emotes. Everybody say thank you to Gina for the emotes. Like all the emotes. All the emotes are Gina. There's not a single one. Well, there's the BTYB. And there's the one on my face that's not Gina. Everything else is Gina. But I don't think the one on my face is actually in here. You like seeing them on the screen, do you? Okay, cool. Sinkhole over. What was I gonna do? I was gonna rip out a bunch of people's houses, and the sinkhole did it for me. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Yeah, because we need jobs. Lots and lots of jobs. Where is the district? Good. So Shaft Heights, we already rezoned, so we're good to do this. Let's just mass D-zone. All of that. Get out. Get out. Get out. Leave. You can't have a house there anymore. Get out. These shops can stay. Everybody else, you gotta go. Get out. Go on. Scram. I think here too. Yeah, there too. We're getting rid of those two. I mean, it's killing my population, but that's fine. I can rebound population. What I can't rebound easily is unemployment. I need more jobs in the city. And there's not a lot of jobs over here. There's quite a few over here. I think this, like, if I could break unemployment down by district, which I don't think you can. Yeah, in fact, there's available jobs over in this side of town. They just, for some reason, don't want to drive across town. It's this area that's really struggling, because there's plenty of jobs over here. Remember when we built this pond? I'm so proud of that pond. And its little bridge. Look at all the people going across the Alexander Bridge. Bubble tea. What is bubble tea? I don't know what bubble tea is. So, Teen, what district were you wanting to name? We've got Sterling Hills. We've got Garnet Hills. We've got Wood Hills, which I think Wood should stay since we're in the town of Morningwood and have all these dick jokes over here. Hillside Heights, which isn't... Well, it kind of is near a hill. And... Park Square. Which one are you wanting to name Sellout? Which I did see that. I just keep forgetting to ask you which one you want to rename. You're lurking. You can answer with "I'm lurking," but you can't tell me which one under there. Oh, not Entropy. It's entered lurk mode. He will be missed. Will hopefully return soon to brighten our lives with all of their witty chattings. Yes, I agree, Streamlabs. It was sell out, just do it for commercial. I don't know that I have anywhere that's just commercial. That looks like it's predominantly commercial, I think. No, I am completely wrong. That's all mostly houses. There's some commercial. Is that in the district? No, but it's about to be. Alright, we'll make a brand new district and call it the sellout district. Trying to suggest something, man? You call me a sellout, man? Please. The only thing I could sell out to would be all those really shitty mobile games. They're always like, we have viewed your video, and then they just put a link to some random video on my YouTube channel. And it was great. We really liked it, and we think that because of that video, your viewers would like our game. Our shitty little mobile game is nothing like anything you've ever played. That's the part they don't say. You know, on and on and on. Those are the only branding offers I ever get. I don't get them as much as I used to. Ooh, we have traffic problems. 80% is not a number I'm okay with. So there's part of the problem. Where's the rest of the problem? I would have thought over here with all these dirt roads, but that's right, we got rid of the dirt roads. A little busy here, but it's flowing, so it's okay. Usually get a... Well, you know. Can't blame a guy for trying. When only the best will do. I just think you have a good voice, man. I think narration is like I don't know. I think you got a good voice. I don't know how else to say that without sounding really creepy. So I'm gonna just stop there. It's coming back up. Various has done a couple for his golf game, but he switched at some point. Wait, what? Oh, the sponsored videos. I don't know if like a game I was actually interested in approached me and said, "Hey, here's a key. Will you review our game?" I would. I'd play it, but only on the condition that they didn't have any approval over what I said. I know it. I know. I know it is, dude, and I understand completely. Which is why I haven't brought it up in a while. I feel you, man. If you want to be involved, you can, but I get that right now might not be the best time for you. And that's okay. Why is this not flowing? It's pedestrians. It's all, well, okay. Yeah, it is pedestrians because these guys can't get off the roundabout because of pedestrians, thus backing up there so those guys can't get out. So we need to deal with, did I ever meet Static Live? No. I to the point I don't even know what that is or who that is. Oh yeah, I can sign up for that, but I don't like the idea of them being able to put whatever game they want in my chat. That bothers me a little bit. And they can put just whatever game they want in my chat. I don't like that idea. I mean, I would like to make more money doing Twitch and YouTube. I mean, my highest sub number ever for Twitch was 32. I'm sitting at 9 now. I think some of my Twitch Prime people probably are giving their Twitch Prime somewhere else. And again, totally fine. It's their Twitch Prime to do with what they want. I'm not bitter about it. It's like, you sound kind of bitter there, brother. No, I'm not. I promise. Which school was this? This was a liberal arts college, yeah. So we need to make a thing. But I don't know. I just don't want to do stuff that would, like, detract from the stream. That's why I wouldn't mind. You know, if somebody wanted me to, like, review stuff on YouTube, I would, but only if I still maintain editorial control over it. Static was just an old friend who streamed full time. Really great guy. Just curious if you've been around then. I moved to Twitch about 3 years ago now for streams. I used to stream on YouTube. God, that was a nightmare. Streaming on YouTube is bad. I'm going to do a YouTube stream fairly soon just to celebrate 1 million views on YouTube, which should happen any day now. But yeah, I didn't really get the whole. It took me a while to understand the vibe of Twitch. You know that. You know, on YouTube it's every man for himself, whereas Twitch really has a community of somewhat. You know, it tends to be a little focused on specific games as far as where your community is, but there is a community there. And it took me a while to understand that and really. Really learn how to do it without it being like gross, you know, without it feeling forced and artificial and everything. I think I've kind of gotten better at it. Like I try to raid somebody every stream, because it just seems like the right thing to do. So you can go down here. And you can join up over there. So that'll give people over here a way to get up into there. So this will take care of both of these, because even though it doesn't look like it, I'm pretty sure these guys can get onto there. Yeah, Twitch is just a better streaming platform altogether. YouTube is nice because it creates the instant videos and it ties in with where your subscribers are. Like, you know, I've got, as of today, 5,700 subscribers on YouTube, and I've got 400 followers on Twitch. So I haven't even managed to convert 10% of my YouTube audience to followers. A little disappointing. Yeah, they can get through there. Cool. But I think that's more about me not properly promoting than it is about people just not wanting to follow. It doesn't want to go there, but it totally should. There's no reason why it can't except those trees. Yeah, I feel you, Teen. I know a lot of people who stream on YouTube, and that's fine. I don't like it. I don't like the chat. I don't like how they freaking ban people for using emotes. It's like, do you not understand? It's like YouTube is like the dad trying to be cool. You know? Like, oh yeah, we totally get streamers. Oh wait, you put more than 3 emotes in chat, ban. It's just, you know, clearly don't get it. Why would you not snap there? Okay, let's turn off road guidelines and go to grid. There we go. Well, that's not nice. Don't do that. Well, I guess it is where you have to go. Okay, that's fine. So I'm not knocking people who choose to stream on no, YouTube themselves ban people, man. They'll just straight up, they've done it several times now. Straight up take people's accounts away. Like, you know, that's just all with their Gmail and stuff like that's tied to. Yeah. Markiplier did a video about it because it happened to a lot. It like in one day. Yeah, it happened to Markiplier, but it's happened to a lot of other people. And it's continuing to happen because YouTube doesn't understand that that's just how chat works. People like to get excited and use the emotes. So they're like, here, make these emotes, reward your super chatters, reward your YouTube members and all that with exclusive emotes, but God forbid they should ever use more than one every 5 minutes. We'll ban their asses. Exactly. Yeah, they were shutting down the entire Google account for emotes. Which, not cool. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Okay, so people on this side can get up. People on this side can get up. People on this side can walk around and get up. People can get up this side. We just got to deal with over here. There is a crosswalk way down here, but I don't want to dump all that traffic onto pedestrians onto this road. There's enough as it is because of these 2 bus stops and the metro right there. So I need a nice little ramp here. But it's kind of a awkward spot. Can I get this to do this, maybe? Or can you just go 1 square over? Just 1? No, it's gonna say distance too short. Oh, come on. Yeah, it can't make a 1 square. That's disappointing. Here, turn off all of these, please. Oh, turn them off. There we go. What is the shortest? Yeah, okay, fine. Alright, so we'll do this. This one's probably going to be kind of fugly here. Fugly, but functional. Just don't, like, I mean, this is thankfully in a college. Just don't bring grandma here, because, I mean, she might stroke out walking up such a steep incline. Unless she's a really thick grandma, then by all means, you know, let grandma run up and down the pedestrian crosswalk all day. And then we can turn that crosswalk off. See, already turning those two off. Look at that. Traffic problem there is gone. And all the little peoples are up there now. Yay! Job done. Oh yeah, I cleared out this big section over here and then never put anything back. My bad. So this is all district. That's all got the high-rise ban on it. I know I've checked that like 3 times now, but... So we do have a bit of a commercial need, so I'm going to fill in some of that commercial need. Like, that much of it can be commercial. And then the rest is going to be offices, and I think we'll be okay. Though I do want to come in here and get this stuff off. I don't like stuff being right next to the roundabout. I like to have like that little buffer of 4. Low density stuff is fine. High density stuff, you get an awful lot of people coming out of them. So it's just not the best idea. So we'll do like that there. And then hopefully this will finally solve our employment problems. Exactly, yeah. People are, there's that hype in Big Check. I can't wait for the day. My channel's so huge that I can't keep up with chat. And then I'm going to have to rely on moderators to make people feel welcome and point messages out to me and stuff like that. I would love to have... I don't want to ever be like mega fandom, but I wouldn't mind having, streams that have 500 to 1,000 people every day, every time I stream. I'd like to get YouTube up to around 50,000 subscribers, so like 10 times. Oh, that's right. Donkey got a PC. I told him when he got his PC, I would make him a mod again. Donkey, so help me if you abuse this again. There. You're a mod. But the thing is, it's still happening. It's still happening. Yeah, they fixed it for his channel. But YouTube doesn't seem to have the capability to, like, make an actual, real, lasting, site-wide fix that just works. It's still happening all over the place. People go chat in a live stream, next day their account's gone. We need to decorate these roundabouts. They look really bad. But I think I don't have anything to decorate them with. Did you ever pay for Australia? I don't know. I didn't know you had to pay for Australia. I mean, I think as a subscriber, you just kind of get to have those perks. That's my opinion of it. I'm a sellout. I don't know what to decorate this place with. I haven't re-downloaded everything. So we're just gonna put some big rocks in there and hope for the best. Oh yeah, the simple fix would be, hey, let's turn off that filter that is causing this problem. But YouTube just, I don't know. They say don't bite the hand that feeds you, etc., etc., etc. But YouTube has some weird things happening. Like, okay, so I have a video, a VOD basically, that I streamed over 5 years ago. It was April of 2015. From GTA Online, and in there is before I learned to not have the in-game radio playing, right? And Black Velvet comes on the in-game radio, and you can hear it at the very beginning because I wasn't talking, and you can kind of hear it in the background slightly. This week, and I mean, as in yesterday, I get a content ID on that. That it's now not 5 years it took them to content ID that. It's like, are you kidding me? And it's totally legit. I just told him to mute the audio in that part of the video. And the entire time it's been up, it's had 69 views. It's not like I'm really going to lose any money for, you know, somebody being like, oh, I want to unsubscribe. Content ID is YouTube's system where copyright owners can upload their stuff. And then if the algorithm finds something that it believes matches, it will do whatever the copyright owner has requested. In this case, they're like, the video can stay up, but we're going to take all the ad revenue. I'm like, no, you're not. I find this to be a massive scandal. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. You posted one video where I disagreed slightly and then forgot about it 5 minutes later, but I'm unsubscribing. Oh, it's just a 5-year-old video of mine that got content ID'd. 5 years old. So I just used the little tool. It's an old. Gonna be a hit piece on me, sweet, dude. You know you've arrived when you've got people doing hit pieces on you. It was one of my very first live streams, team. It was like late April 2015. You know, when they first introduced the limited or no ads, a shit ton of my GTA videos, and I'm talking like 600 of them, went limited or no ad. And I just began patiently putting in appeals on the mall, asking for review. And I didn't do them all, but over time, all those got dropped. I don't have a single video now. I had one pop up recently. It was the Twitch archive of when I blew up the 10,000 hydrogen, I guess because I say bomb like 20,000 times in that video. That might have set off the algorithm. That just this week, that one got set as limited or no ads, but I did a appeal. I'm like, yeah, review this, please. And like later that afternoon, they're like, congratulations, your video is no longer limited. Look at the number of people using that bus line and that freaking... Yeah, Twitch just need to figure that out. Part of it is that I'm not on I'm at 1080p 60 frames per second. And I'm not a partner. I really shouldn't be streaming at 1080 at 60 frames per second being not a partner. Because I don't think I have an ingest server tonight. I can find out. Yeah, I don't have an ingest server tonight. The way you can tell if somebody is on an ingest server when they're not partner is if you click down there on quality. If your only choice on my stream is the 1080p or auto, I'm not on an ingest server. You're just getting it straight from Twitch as I upload it. If you're on an ingest server, you'll have all the different quality options there. Yeah, it's 3 lanes going into 2 is part of my problem. But it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Because I do need it to be 3 lanes for down here. This is where I need 3 lanes. I can solve this problem by doing... yeah, the cars run over people all the time. It just happens. This crosswalk is a shit show. What we can do is put in an asymmetrical road. So now we've just got 2 lanes going that way and 3 coming this way. So I still get my turn lanes, so now I have to fix them. What will solve part of the problem? This is fine. This is fine. It's just the way things... They survive. I mean, ignore all the ambulances going by. They're fine. And maybe the occasional hearse. It's just the number of people going across, and I don't have any way, or do I? Ooh, I might have a way to deal with this. I do. Got it. Done. Let's fix it. Did I forget a left turn? That one goes to there. That one goes to there. That one goes to there. Oh, I did. Good eye. It is kind of witchcraft, I know. What cracks me up is that sometimes they stop for him, and then sometimes an RV just plows through them. It just... Oh yeah, you'll occasionally just see... There we go, like this guy here. He's just over here driving through buildings and just... We'll see him come out here in a minute. Or maybe he parked here. No, there he goes. There he goes. Yeah, he wanted to park there. It's just... Sometimes the pathing gets... It's the mod I use. It causes some weird things to happen occasionally. Just don't want to look too closely. Alright, let's fix this so we can stop running people over. The way we're going to fix it is like so. We're going to come down here to the ground. Get down on the ground. There you go. No. Yeah, nope. 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 No, don't go there. Quit. Son of a bitch, stop it. Fine. Just do it like this then. Not quite what I had in mind, but whatever. And then we will go underground, maybe. Does this one not go underground? Do I have to use the other one? Fine, I don't care. I will. They might all be drunk. They just might all be drunk. This one will go underground. Yeah, there we go. We will put a tunnel in here. I want to make sure it will actually work, though. Ooh, there's a metro right under there, though. Okay. Well, let's just pretend. Does that really cut into the metro under there? Let's go look. No, it clears the metro tunnel. Yeah, it clears the metro tunnel. Cool. And then we will go back to that thing, grab that, bring it to there, and then we'll bring it back over here and up to 0 here. Now we've got a nice, safe... This thing does run FE, 70 to 80C, but hey, 70 to 80C on a laptop while gaming isn't iffy, donkey. You're fine, man. I mean, we've had this conversation several times that laptops can't move as much heat as desktops. So your thermals are going to be a little bit higher. 70 to 80C, you're good on a laptop. There we go. Now we should start seeing all the pedestrians use a dark, scary tunnel. Oh, he got a nice laptop. AMD, the latest gen Ryzen 9. It's got a RTX 2060 in it. I want to say a 512 gigabyte NVMe SSD. And I think 16 gigs of RAM. A terabyte SSD. My mistake. Yeah, he did it right. He's only been taking 2 years to pick out a laptop, so you know he's had plenty of time with a bunch of tech geeks in our Discord constantly. This is good for this reason. This is bad for this reason. So it's about freaking time. Yeah, that works. There we go. No more people getting ran over. However, we have cars stopping at the intersection, and they shouldn't be. I know I said just go across. Yeah, why are you... What? Okay, that truck's just gonna appear in the middle of the road and then drive through the building. We tried to get him to get a desktop. But he does have his reasons for having a laptop. And they're somewhat legitimate. We got a really busy bus stop here. Let's investigate. Well, his dad will pay for it. Why do I hear people laughing? Are my citizens laughing at my ability? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people at that bus stop. 337. I've already got 15 buses on a line that only has 7 stops. Why do I hear hammering? What is going on? Hammering and laughter. What a combination. Razor blades are really overpriced. Razer in general is overpriced. Like, I was looking at the new mouse the other day, and like their one top of the line mouse is $175 for a mouse. I'm like, no, you can keep that mouse. Because my left click is starting to wear out on this one, and it's way out of warranty. God, we need more buses here, but I really can't. I mean, look how jam-packed they are trying to get through this line. Because it's only a 7-kilometer line with 15 buses and 7. So it's basically a stop per kilometer. Not really. Some of them are kind of spaced out, but it's just a lot of buses in one spot. And they will eventually start causing their own traffic problem. Yeah, I've got... Where are all these people going? Where are they getting off? So about 20 of them are going from there to there. They are literally just going where they could walk through. So why don't they walk through? Then the rest of them are... Oh god, this one's full too. The rest of them are getting off at the bus station, which means they want to go either on a different bus or on the metro. It's probably not the metro because the metro is right there. And that's... Oh, but it's not the same metro. That's the crosstown metro there. This is the local metro. Okay. So maybe we need to stop for the local metro on this. But I really don't see how I could fit that in. Yeah, I don't really see a good place to put that. Kind of need to stop down here, like run this line down to here. And then I could have one come up there. Maybe that's a thing we should do. See if we can't pull some of these people off of that bus. Should you download the Epic Games launcher yet? I heard it was sketchy. Can we still play GT Online or have different launchers? Yes, you should download the Epic Games launcher. It is not sketchy. Though today it is because GTA went for free and they didn't anticipate the traffic. Imagine that, a game that even at 7 years old is still one of the top sellers. They didn't anticipate that there would be traffic for it. When they're like, hey, here's a free game. We all want it. What do you mean slope too steep? What slope is there? Fine, I'll put it there. Anyway. Finishing my statement. Yes, we can still play together. I need to delete that and then redo it. Because GTA to play together uses the social club. So I can play with people already who have just the Rockstar launcher version of it, and they don't go through Steam at all. So if you're friends with, and you already are friends with me on social club, so because what'll happen is you'll launch it through Epic, and Epic will launch the Rockstar launcher, which will then launch GTA. So it's through Rockstar. It's all through Social Club. So we'll play together, no problem. And we'll do another Metro on this side. So that won't be an issue. So yeah, get it for free, man. Don't spend your money. Especially since you're gonna get an extra $1 million and the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. That'll give you a nice little leg up. You may make a separate social club. You don't want to take a weird amount of chances. No, that's fine, but still, just add me as a friend on your new one then. You know, and add everybody else, Hobo and all of them. I love that I have a friend that we just generally refer to as Hobo. Makes me very happy. And to there, and then to there. That'll connect that up nicely. And then we'll go like here. Generally referred to. I summoned him. We all generally refer to you as Hobo. We don't call you by your name. We all know your name. But you're either Commander or you're Hobo. No, you did not walk into some trash talk. We were talking about adding people as friends for Donkey. And I'm like, you want to add us, you know, me and everybody, me and Hobo and all that. And then I said, I love that I have a friend that we generally refer to as Hobo. Yeah, we don't call you, yeah, it's Hobo. He's the Hobo. If people even ask that, it's like, have you seen the Hobo today? No. Hasn't been on yet. There's a story. I'll let him tell you the story of why his name is Commander Hobo. There, hopefully that line will take some of the pressure off that bus line. Because now they can just take the metro up to here, change metros, and go to there instead of riding the bus. Why don't we call him 87? Because that's just not got the ring to it that Hobo does. Yeah, already there's far fewer people waiting for that bus line. We should start seeing a bunch of people flooding into here pretty damn quick. I hope. Oh, we got people riding their bicycles down the stairs. Looks really safe. And he has embraced it, and he has become the Hobo. Now why is traffic having problems? Aha. Because this has no traffic control on it. Just put a stoplight in there and be done with it. Let's see what that does to things. They have a stoplight. What I want to know is, wait, where did I just build that metro? Here it is. Am I going to see any traffic on that metro? That is that line? Yeah, that line. And that stop. Yeah, that's that stop right there. So that is stop number 3. There's not many people wanting to use it. That's kind of surprising, honestly. Who is laughing? Where is all this laughter coming from? It's the drama club, isn't it? I love drama nerds. I was a drama nerd in high school and college. It's the drama club. I don't know what we're hearing. Oh, and the hammering's coming from right next door, because that's the groundskeeper. I understand why we are simultaneously hearing hammering and laughter now. Okay, it makes sense. Back to watching. Oh my god, there's 1,700 people riding that line. And it's fine. What Uno thinks you buy, you should get Tabletop Simulator. Because that's going to be the one we play for videos. Yeah, the 6 train is popular. Wait, I feel like there's a reference there that I don't get. Why aren't more people using this? They're still going out there to that damn bus stop. Oh, I've always seen that. I can have it terminate at Pelham. And we could totally name something Pelham. It goes from here and then it terminates at the sellout district up here. But what we could do is rename Valley Street to Pelham Way. There we go. The take to sellout 1, 2, 3. Right? Sounds like the epic saga of a YouTuber to me. Look at the number of pedestrians over here. So, this bus stop's not nearly as bad as it was. So we have at least relieved that. And that was the whole purpose of this, because that just was never going to work. The Shaft Heights local. Which... Oh, I mean, that's not the right one. Everything is in a Dutch... Yeah, because you probably got something from Kippy or Sven at one point. Just, it's in your settings somewhere. Kippy set it up. You let Kippy set up your Steam account? Oh my god. It's in settings somewhere, Donkey. Let me look, man. Let me look at my desktop. Oh, that's right. I remember when Kippy did something for you on Steam and you didn't have access to a computer to set up your own Steam account. I'm checking. I know there's a way to go in there and fix it. Steam settings. Oh, wow. Maybe there's not. Manage Steam Guard, change password, change contact email address, beta participation, in-game, interface. Yeah, try going into settings, so under Steam, settings, and then go to interface and see what language it's on, first of all. That's about the only thing I see in there other than the actual downloads to select a region. English USA. Try going into downloads in your download region. What's your download region? Anyway, while you're doing that, I need to look for this bus line. It's that bus line, okay. And our busy stop is this one. All right, Naughty. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Always a good time when you stop by, man. Ah, there we go. Commander found it. So yeah, that had like 400 people waiting. Now it only has 300. Oh, the view account details. I didn't even see that. Yep, that does it. Update store country. And one of these days we really do have to like compare notes on family and life in general. Still an awful lot of people at that bus stop, and I just cannot put more buses on here. There's just no way. No, Gina's not leaving, Entropy's leaving. Alright, I'm gonna try to put like 3 more buses on this line and hope it doesn't just become its own little traffic jam. Okay, we're gonna put 4 more buses on this line and hope it doesn't become its own traffic jam. Yeah, I just keep cramming more people on these buses. It's gonna be on like the trains in India where they're like on top of it, hanging out the side. All that. We're gonna get trams are evil in this game. We're gonna like anybody who has like a baby carriage, they're gonna use the bike rack on the front, just strap their babies to the front of the bus. It'll be fine. No way, man. The trams are so bad in this game. They cause so many traffic problems. Especially when you have roundabouts. Oh my god, they can't do. This is right in the middle of my university. We are literally in a road that divides the university right here. I'm waiting to let the buses all cycle through. But they're showing up so full already. Where are those people coming from? See, we're right here in the middle of a university. That's a big sprawling university. So there's really nowhere to get rail in here. The cars aren't the problem. The cars aren't the problem at all. There's no traffic here. It's okay. So here's the problem. Let me show you why this is a problem. Go back to that line and back to that stop. So if we go to that stop, and it is starting to clean up. You see, we've got this time until board. If that reaches 0, that citizen becomes unhappy. And it impacts your overall happiness in the city. And you want your happiness up, so then they're more likely to upgrade, go shopping, go find a job, they live longer, and all that. So your transit, if you've got a lot of people that are hitting that time to board number, you got a lot of people that are unhappy in your city. All right, Donkey, take care, man. But I think adding those 4 buses has solved the problem. What I don't quite get is why they're here, but the bus stop is there. I don't know why that's happening. Same thing on that side. The bus stop's there, but the people are standing there. It's kind of weird. I think we got it taken care of just by adding the buses, though. You can have a high number of people waiting as long as they don't time out. To that board number, you're okay. Because they always take the people who have been waiting the longest. So like as soon as these people get on the bus, which that bus may not even have any open spots, might be why they're not, yeah. It didn't have enough open spots to take that many people. But another bus should be, yeah, there we go. So now those 29, and boom, it instantly goes up to 255. And then as it starts filling up, it'll start coming down again. So I think just adding the extra buses will take care of it. And hopefully not cause too much. I could also hit update close stops. That way they will space out based around that one stop. If I understand that button right. Okay, so we started this game off with wanting to solve an unemployment crisis, which we have. This whole thing that we did with offices and commercial. Solved that. That's as big as they're ever going to get. Because I really didn't want high rises down this end of town. I feel that that's a nice... You know, we've got this big skyline over there, but I wanted this to all be lower rise buildings. Are they upgrading, though, to their maximum? Yeah, building count level up. Building count level up, cool. So they've maxed out. Except for these 2 holdouts on me. They're just like, no. Yeah, it's probably a spawning glitch. So we solved our Our unemployment crisis. So now we can just get back to normal building. But before we do that, I just want to check on how traffic's doing over here. So we haven't looked at it over here. Yeah, because like as I got over here to my farm industry and everything, I started bringing it back down, step down. And then, you know, just all low density on the hillside. So this is a much smaller community out here by the forestry and the farming. Yeah, I don't really like my forestry and farming on a grid, but it just kind of worked out that way. Why do you never have enough fish? There are 3 freaking fish harbors right there. They just never will bring this poor dude fish. This one just exports them out of town. Doesn't bother. These two tend to bring them all the way over here to this fish market. And then this dude just sits here crying that he doesn't have enough fish. The game is weird about how it handles demand. Proximity means nothing in this game. So literally this dude might be getting all his fish from all the way over here. And that's why you really don't want to spread out your industries like this. But I didn't have a choice. Because of the way the fish industry works in this game, you don't really... You have to choose based upon the water type. I can maybe add in a fish farm and an algae thing down here. That might help. Or a seaweed farm. These do produce fish, right? Yeah, they yield fish, even though it's a seaweed farm. So I could probably get away with putting one of these in there, and I could probably do like an algae farm around the corner, but it's going to be hard to make that road do a nice thing. And then I could probably do a fish farm. In here, maybe? No? Wait. Why do you want to have... Oh, I see what you're having a problem with. Okay. So yeah, that one's not going to go in. So I could probably do that, and that'll help a little bit. But let's use our anarchy or our move it mod here and just line that up a little bit better. We are below ground currently, but we'll fix that shortly. Really need to get that network mod that allows me to change the road that's attached to buildings. It exists. I just keep forgetting to get it. But it helps you get visual continuity. There we go. And then I've got electricity running through my roads. I love that mod. And then we'll get water out to there, which, how are we doing on water and electricity? We're fine. Garbage. Oh, wow, we're doing really good on garbage. We should be. We've got 2 huge garbage processing plants. There's this one picking up, and then there's this one picking up. That's so cool. Traffic percentage, 83. I'm okay with 83. Like to see 85, but I can live with 83. This was a big problem. We fixed it, so we're good. It just amazes me the number of people walking through this university. And yet they take the bus from there to there instead of just walking through. Kind of infuriating. I wonder if I were to put a path across, if that would help that. That's an idea. I have to turn on anarchy to do it because it thinks it can't really put a path there, but whatever it can. And see if maybe that will help some people walk instead of take the bus. Just a block. Actually, it's probably like 3 blocks. Some people are using it. I don't know if it's going to help that problem or not. Anyway, I want to go over here and build. I want to go build. I want to do more stuff. How are our services? I have a metro over here already? I don't remember building that. I really don't remember building that. Deathman, how's it going, buddy? How are you tonight? So we've got the park right there. Let's do... Whoops, let's not do that. Like that. And like that. And that. Let's turn anarchy off because I don't need it. And then come off of here like that. And here like that. And just do my little grids that we're doing. Even though I hate grids and try my best to stop building them, I cannot seem to get away from them. Let's do this one this way. Any of you managed to see wreck the server test? Were there griefers that wrecked the server test? And yes, I actually got footage of the camera and all that from the server yesterday, the day before. What do you mean that? I didn't know people wrecked the server test. What happened? Talk to me. Oh, big bombs. Yeah. I mean, it is a good test of the servers, but... Kids using macros. It is a bit unrealistic to expect the servers to be able to handle spawning in tens of thousands of things. I mean, what kind of idiot would try to spawn 10,000 of any one thing in a game? Neighborhood, way the hell, to the north of the city. You got a train station smack dab. Hardly anyone uses it, though, despite the residents in the neighborhood mostly working in the city. Instead, they walk... Yes! Yes! I get that too, Commander. Well, they will walk forever to catch a train. And I don't... The pathing and how different things... I was doing 1,000 dynamite a second. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I noticed when I went on, because I was like, oh, I should capture some footage of the aerodrome now, just in case the update comes out later next week, because Astroneer Academy this week is creative mode. And I didn't want to leave the drone out. So I just put a disclaimer, hey, this might not even really be a thing yet, but they did a server test, so that's why we're able to show it to you. I don't want to be underground anymore. I hope Systemera is okay with that. I don't see why they wouldn't be. But, yeah, I was able to get footage of drone and all that. I like the Aero drone. I'm just disappointed that it's creative only. I think there's someone, if not more than one, on the Systemera team who's just a little too worried about keeping people playing for as long as possible, which I get that that's what they want. But I think they think a little too hard about that. You know, because you always hear them talking about, well, we don't want to, you know, rush the end game. We don't want to rush the end game. We don't want to rush the end game. Well, that's fine. Make it a really late in game item by making it prohibitively expensive. And when in-game players complain, be like, oh, well, you're an in-game player, suck it up. I don't want that to connect there, do I? I don't think I do. But I do want it to come at least to there. Connect it down off of here. You guys thought I just built grids. But I think that the oh, well, we don't want people using it to scout out and get too far ahead too quickly. I don't know. I find that to be kind of a weak argument for keeping it in just creative mode. And I am disappointed in that decision. Greatly disappointed in that decision. And I hope that their whole it's creative for now, just like with the leveling block, that they are legitimately investigating a path to, I don't care about the leveling block, but I know a lot of people do, therefore I want to see it happen. I hope they are legitimately investigating that path instead of just saying, we'll see. And then it just be a thing that never happens. Or a thing that one day they're like, well, you know, it'd take too much developer time. You have it here. Sorry. I would be angry about that. Because I think both problems are very easily solved. Aerodrone's really easily solved. Just put him in creative and or adventure and be done with it. Give it an expensive recipe. Give it a huge bite cost. Done. Leveling block might take a little bit more of an issue because they'd have to figure out a way to make you have to attach a soil canister, and that functionality is not there yet. You know, this or that's there. But I am very disappointed in the decision to put the drone in just creative. We can do offices and we can do some residential here. If we have like a little buffer zone of offices here. And somebody told me the other day, like, wow, you really shouldn't share criticism of System. I'm like, why not? I love System. I love Astroneer. I don't play it just to get the views. I play it because I love it. So it's not like I'm like, oh, this game sucks. They're terrible. They have no idea what they're doing. I just happen to disagree with the choice they've made. And I disagree strongly with the choice they've made. I'll still love them, and I'll still support them, and I'll still think Astroneer is an incredible game while being disappointed in their choices. We are going to bring this bus line in here to service this area. I haven't been able to catch any of Adam's streams yet. Like, he posted on Twitter that he was doing some modeling, and it had only been up and his tweet was like an hour old, and I went and his stream was offline. So I don't know if he just had to cancel that stream, something happened or whatever, but I've been trying to catch some of his streams because I don't really know Adam that well. I've never really gotten to talk to him. And I would like to change that. Okay, can I have both of these open at the same time? I can. Good. It was just a test. Let's try to follow the contour of this hill a little bit here. Just roughly. It doesn't have to be exact. Thank God, because it's clearly not exact. I mean, he has responsibilities? No. Can't be. A lot of scenes just go black screen. What, when he's streaming? Oh, that sucks. No, we'll just leave that little spot empty there. So as we get out towards the hills and the countryside, it becomes less gridded. I don't want anything there because that's a pretty steep hill. I do want to get some stuff out of here by the water. Before I start building any more roads, I need to give these guys their utilities and get this actually all up and running. And by up and running, I mean zoned and all that good stuff. Because we've got quite a bit of demand for residential and some commercial, and a little tiny sliver for offices, which I expect will go away as those offices that I just built begin to upgrade. Because as they upgrade, they'll have more jobs available for people. And as the sinkhole earlier tonight taught us, it's good to have redundant water pipes. Find a good spot here. I think that's good. Here we go. Ooh, that's gonna be a big waste of pipe, so we're just gonna do that and pretend. We'll just have to dig up somebody's backyard if that main breaks. They'll, you know, just the price they pay for living in a nice cul-de-sac. This roughly connected along this back road. I wish we had curvy water pipes. I mean, I don't want them to make like weird shapes, but you know, there are elbow joints for pipes. They exist. They're a thing. Alright, cool. So bus routes can go over to there, and bus routes can catch there, and I can zone all that. I don't need to worry about schools because I have the Hadron Collider, so all I need to worry about is emergency services. Which their healthcare is pretty good all the way except back here. So I'm probably just get away with like a clinic back here. Bet fire coverage is the same story. It is. Where's my nearest fire station? Way over there. Let's do a big fire station. Let's do like a whole corner thing of services here. So do a fire station. We'll do a big police station. And then how are we doing on our postal service? This side of town could use a little love, so we'll do a post office right here as well. If I can get it to fit somewhere that I like, that'll have to work. And then we should probably do some death care out over here. What do you think? I think so. And then child care and elder care. God, there's so many cares that you have to take care of now. So that one reaches to there. So if I put one here, that's good coverage. And then same for elder care. That one reaches to there. So if I do one like here, that's good. I am a caring fella. I can't help it. I just care too much, man. Okay, cool. Awesome. So what do we have zoned where? We have some offices there. So I am safe to do all of this residential. There we go. and then do residential there. Offices. And a little commercial there, and then we'll... Ooh, but I think I want this area to be not high rises. I do. Let's do that. Let's make that be a thing. Like just back here. Up there in the gritty grids, it can be as high risey as it wants to be. Not here. There, and then Heather Hills. Policies, city planning, high-rise band, cool. That way before they even start building there. Oh, they're not really wanting to build here, are they? I mean, I know low density drives growth, but we have quite a bit of low density. Like a lot. A lot. So we will do commercial. Come on, mouse. New mouse. Do commercial here. Alright, Hobo. Have a good day, man. Oh, yeah, it's 11 where you are. Thanks for hanging out. I hope my city building didn't drive you too insane. I'm sure he was probably sitting there screaming at his computer. You're not doing it right, dumbass. There, a little bit of offices. A lot of commercial, and then there'll be some more houses over here. You're still trying to fix your own train wrecks, you have more, so you don't have to have time to worry about mine. Good. Makes me happy. And then we have killed residential demand, but I still want a little bit more commercial. But this time, lower density stuff. Like, all right here. I think I want all this to be commercial. So just a nice little shopping district there. And we'll do just a few offices. Just a few offices. There we go. And then the rest of that can be... we'll just do... Do I want to do the high density housing, but have so they can build like apartment blocks out here? Let's do high density here, because they won't build skyscrapers. They'll just build shorter little like row houses and... or like... brownstones. And all that. And then on this side, we can do lower density. I think that'll be a nice mixture. This is the problem with curvy roads. I wish I could just like click on the road and say everything connected to this road make this type of zone, instead of it being limited by these squares. Because it do take a while this way. Cool. So we should eventually see some growth happening. But right now, it's pretty slow going. But that means I can work on my mass transit. Which is just buses at this point. So I want a bus that goes like here. There to up into there to over there to over there to back around here so that we can then come up here, grab these neighborhoods, and then jump over here and grab these guys, and then start working our way back down to where it originated. Is right there. Oh, no, I built it across the street. Good job, Brendan. There we go. Select types, biofuel bus. Cool, got it in time. So that'll service these guys, so I need another one up here. just start back here. It'll be fine. Ooh, this is a little more tricky. There we go. Got it. I always do that. I'm like, oh, this is going to be tricky, and then immediately just build something. So I want to get that to go there, but I also want to stop by the park. Okay, I can get a spot by, or a stop by the park to work. Kind of like it to go over here to the bus stop, but that's an awful long trek for that bus line. And then we'll do one here, one here, and then we'll wrap it up there. And then what we'll do is where this comes out, I will have it have a stop there and a stop there. That way people when they go to the park have a path to do that. I don't know why it's running in single speed. So it should hopefully get us back up over 70,000. We lost all the people because I had to de-zone and get more housing or more businesses so they could have jobs. But now we're back to a nice balance of around 5% unemployment. Child care, good. Elder care, ooh, we're down from 81 years to 78. That's not comforting that our citizens aren't as healthy. I guess we could start looking at building the medical center wonder or monument or whatever it is. Yeah, they're really not building very fast. For as much demand as we just had, it's kind of concerning. Mass transit is losing a massive amount of money, mainly because that airport costs us 12 grand a week. It's a conspiracy by the burnatoriums to get more work, right? Like, we're gonna kill the old people. Speaking of, how's death care? Only 200 people in town dead. It's not bad. And then education should be humming right along, yeah. 100%, 94%, 81% from university now. Nice, that's come up 3% since we started tonight. That's always a nice thing to say. You know what, let's give them a library. I hardly ever build libraries. That's good for entertainment. Oh, and I also need to build parks and things. Since I'm not doing the ones for the schools, I need to build... I just need to throw some in here. So you can have a playground there. You can have a playground here. I think we'll also do, like, the botanical garden, like, out here, because there's water right there. I think it'd be nice. Just go to the botanical garden, and just over the hill there's a little bit of water. I think that's kind of cool. And then we'll do like a large playground if I can fit one. Yeah, like kind of over here-ish. Maybe it covers these guys too. And then we'll throw a dog park in back here somewhere. Maybe not. I really want it to be towards this side. We'll throw a dog park in down there. It's a little farther away than I wanted. And we'll throw a carousel in. Why not? God, carousels are huge. And then that should give us pretty good entertainment. Maybe a large park down here. Since we have this hill right here. That way it's a nice break into the trees. I think that works. And then that should give plenty of entertainment value to this into town. Like down here they're complaining, but whatever. That's all industry. They don't need the parks. They work their work. I do kind of like this little area where I've got like the quad of the matching park here. Just I like that. I think it looks nice. Okay, so while we're waiting on those, let's once again look at traffic. This side is all flowing beautifully. That's red but flowing, so nothing to worry about. A little bit of congestion here, and a lot there because of where it goes down to 3 lanes. Oh, hi Jet. Out over here, it looks fine. Over here, looks all spiffy. So it's really just a couple problem areas. So there, which looks like it's clearing up. That's probably just a come or go type thing. This is... I just don't know what to do about this. I really don't. I mean, I think I have a solution, but I don't really like it. And that solution is to do this here. Highways. And I think this might actually help. Upgrade this into a 4-lane. Here. And then have it, as it gets to the bridge, go down to the 3-lane. That's plenty of room. And then upgrade my little exit ramp here to a 2-lane. So I now have 2 lanes going off. And then leave this 3-lane the whole way through. So now we will have... Ooh, that didn't really work out so well. Let's fix that. There you go. 1 lane for going straight, 2 for going off. And I need to make sure they actually are going to do that. And not change lanes in the middle of the goddamn exit ramp. Just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Oops. I escaped out of it before I built it. And stay in your lanes. There we go. So that should help this stop being problems now. Except now they're fighting over lanes. There. Pick your lane, like, in a more intelligent spot, people. Like, you've got all this space right here to pick a lane. Why do you wait to the last goddamn second? Yeah, see, that helped a lot by getting rid of that little bottleneck there. It also helps this out because now it's not backed up onto that ramp. So that works good. So is the stream just having problems, or did everybody go to bed on me and didn't say nighty night? Yeah, I think you're the only 2. We had 7 just a minute ago. So I was worried about the runways crossing, but it looks like we're good. Because they take off that way, they land that way, they take off that way. I don't know what direction this one goes. We're about to see, I think. Oh, it crosses over the other one. That's terrifying. And then these guys land going that way and take off going that way. So that'll be fine. Yeah, we got a nice little airport district out there. How many people are using this? 800. God, it's going to take like 10,000 people to make that profitable. I wish you could go in here and see. I also wish you could put 2 airports on the map and actually fly people. Yeah, there is a subway here. It comes from the other side of town on this bridge, goes back underground there, and then runs over to here. And eventually, they'll also, once I build on this area, I'll use this section to run another line that kind of loops like out and around and back. This purple stuff here is for a helicopter line, but I don't think I'm going to use it because the game puts too much priority in helicopters, and they're so low capacity. You wind up with helicopter traffic jams and thousands of people waiting, and it just absolutely destroys your town's happiness. And I can't really afford to lose much more, honestly. So how are you guys doing? Are you slowly filling in? Slowly is the word, damn. Of course, there's like a tiny amount of office and industrial demand. There's commercial pops up its head every once in a while. and residential, but then they immediately go away, like as soon as somebody starts building a house. So a little bit troubling there that that's taking so long to rebound. This really is my first major playthrough. Oh, we're suddenly making lots of cash. Since Sunset Harbor came out. Like, I've played a couple times, but I've not gotten this far yet. So I'm still kind of getting the hang of how they rebalance some of the Sunset Harbor stuff. How do you have police problems when there's a police station right there? Speaking of, where's my nearest garbage pickup facility? Oh, right there. It's good. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get a garbage pickup over here. But as usual, that's a problem for future Brandon. This park gets no visitors. I don't get why my parks are suddenly, like, without visitors. Are we just not getting tourists? We're getting 1,600 tourists a week. And yet our parks are just sitting empty. That doesn't make a lot of sense. At all. I like how this little bit here follows the hill and there's just a hill in the middle. Can't really do the same thing here. I mean, I might be able to. I guess, but this bit of the hill comes so far out. There's not as much space to build there as it looks. I could build a little winding road along the edge that goes up and just have like a few houses and things out there on the hill. What would that look like? Let's use one of these little tiny roads here. 2-lane alley. So where's my highest point? Right there. So we could go like something in there, and then oops. Excuse me, I do need node snapping on. Thank you. And then it goes down like that, but then also comes over here and goes here down to there, and that gets me a few zonable areas. And then it could come out like here. And then kind of follow that curve and then around like that, because we are still up on a bit of an elevated area. So around there. And then this one, I don't know if I have a way to... Yeah, I do. I have a way to connect it on this end. Right here. There, and like that should be okay. And then we can run a higher capacity road just straight in there, but from where? Probably this side. And then out the other side. Something like... just go through there. Dang it. Why you do this to me? Why are you in the air again? Stop it. I guess I could bring it out over here by the industry. It's kind of a gross place to bring it out, but whatever. Okay, so I need to look at pollution and noise pollution to see how far they extend. That's right, I don't have any pollution anymore because I built the Eden project, so I don't have to worry about that. Noise pollution is still an issue, so that in mind, we'll build just like right here. Like that. And then we can get some houses up on the hills. Not many, and not very big, but some. But before I do that, I want to tell this to be on the ground. There and there. Cool. And we'll put some water in up here. So I'm sitting here building Why is it just residential to have no residential demand? It's just what I want to do right now. It's my world. I can do whatever I want. The man with the paintbrush and afro told me so. Little snippet there that doesn't have water. Cool. That would be everything. That would be everything that we need. Except for the fact we don't have demand for anybody to, you know, live here. But I'm going to go ahead and zone it anyway. So up here, yeah, I want these just little tiny houses. It kind of already figured that out for me. I think I want one there. I don't think I want one there. I do want one there. There and there's good, but not there. All back into there. Not that. That looks like terrors and nightmares. You can do that one. And around through here and there. Probably nothing on that side of the road, but then once we get down here, we can have some. Cool. Man, everybody's upgrading just like as soon as they build. It's going to temporarily hurt my city growth numbers, but we are almost at that 70,000 mark, which is, we've been there once, and yeah. I haven't been back. So I think that works, and then I can just put some trees here to create buffer between all the gross industry and everything else. So trees, I think it's this tree, yeah? Oh, go away. No, it's not that tree, it's this tree. Ooh, I just remembered there's a new episode of This Old House available to stream. Love that show. Let's bring the brush strength up. Make this fairly dense throughout here. Not really what I would call dense. I need to get the tree brush tool back, but it's still not been updated for the DLC. That makes me sad. Because it allowed you to create, like, custom tree brushes with, like, a mixture of trees and would show you the ones that complement it in shape and size and all that. It was pretty nice. So yeah, we just gotta wait for them to build, and that's really obnoxious that they're not. Have a bus line while we wait. Good, bus lines can go on these tiny roads. I wasn't sure if they could or not. Why are you wanting to loop around to do that stop? Thank you. So up there, and then I'm gonna... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want it like this. Why do you have to be like that, man? Well, let you share that stop, and then what's going to be the route you take to come back? Down through there. Okay, that works. I could have it come up here. Then it's backtracking itself, and I never like it when they backtrack themselves. Oh, I missed it. I didn't get it in time. Now it'll do just biofuel buses. Yeah, very cool. Let's see how all of our metros are in. Jesus Christ. 1,800 people. Good Lord. 1,800 people are riding that metro. Buses are doing a much better job, though. Now, if there's 19 for a 7-stop route that only goes 7 kilometers. I'm surprised we don't see a bus pull up as one leaves. Maybe I just cut the hearse off. No, they're not carrying anybody important. There we go. We're back over 70,000 now. And nobody wants to build up on the pretty hill. I gave you guys this beautiful views of the city, I guess. So maybe it's not as pretty as I thought it would be. Yeah, I kind of just gave them views of the city. Well, they have views of that countryside back that way. So I guess people have windows facing that direction are going to be much happier than people who have windows facing that direction, that direction, or that direction. Holy cow, I'm hungry and tired at the same time. Should I maybe run a little road right here? I think I shall. So like here, like that, and there. That way there's a couple different ways to do that. So they don't have to all go way out and back and around if they're wanting to go over that way. All this commercial Dan, I need to go read some things and see what the right balance is, because there should never be that much commercial demand when there's no people. Or when there's not a demand for more people. It shouldn't be that strong, I should say. I mean, there'll always be some there, but that's almost 2/3 of the way full or no, 1/3 of the way full, sorry, for commercial. Nearly half, in fact. So we have a few senior citizens high-rises there. But a good majority of them are families. That means our population will keep increasing through some bounce wow wow. How are these dudes over here doing? Like, did he ever get his fish? He did. So you're making however many you're making. Excuse me, man. I want to bring in 12 grand in from there, 23 grand in there. Losing a lot of money there. 115,000. So tourism's basically bankrolling our town. Sounds about right. Coming from somebody who's lived in a tourist trap before. And now a mild tourist trap. Just mild, just because there's a lot of lakes here. People come here in the summer. Still a bit of a problem down here. But not a bad problem. I mean, it's only like 4 or 5 cars deep and then they get to go. So it should be okay. So let's start doing a recap of what we've done tonight. We pretty much started off by doing a huge airport district that has the Metropolitan Airport, the Aviation Club, and the Cargo Airport Hub, which this will start seeing more businesses once the oil industry goes in back here and the ore industry goes in over here. That'll start seeing a lot more business. We can maybe even do some of the manufacturing plants here, but I don't want to do many of them, just a few. And then this is all going to become resort type stuff. We've got our bridges connected nicely, and they go up to a roundabout, and then that one's just so far out of the way that I think it'll be fine like that. I don't think there'll be any problem. I just realized I used the wrong road right there. So let's correct that mistake real quick. No, yeah, right thing. I wonder where else I used that road. That is the wrong road. Because that road that was there is actually only a 2-lane road. It's just it had an inner lane dedicated to bicycles and then a huge median. I am really proud of how my subway comes from tunnel, makes just a small little ramp up, transition to bridge, then back to ground, back to tunnel. I kind of like that. That the metros have been freed from the tyranny of being underground. No longer shall they be oppressed by darkness. They can step into the light as they cross the river and then go right back into darkness to go to the airport. 72,000. Nice, nice, nice. We have had a tornado and a sinkhole. Tornado did no damage, and the sinkhole took out a little neighborhood. And then we built some roads. And then we came over here and de-zoned some stuff to rezone it something else. And then we zoned in more stuff over here. Unemployment is starting to creep up, but I don't really get that because there's all these jobs. So many jobs. And that stuff's already fully upgraded. Why are there not more jobs and why do we have 7% unemployment? We should not have. I don't like in late game how mixed the variety between... Like, that's just way too much commercial in my opinion. I just don't know how they broke that. And then, of course, we also fixed quite a bit of traffic issues tonight as well. Got that all cured. You can just call me Biffa. I need to go watch some Biffa. I haven't watched one of his videos in a long time. I need to just subscribe. I just never do it. I unsubscribe to a surprisingly low number of YouTube channels. I just go check my favorites every once in a while. Probably my all-time favorite, I'd be a tie, probably between My Mechanics. I think he's German. Dude just restores old light manufacturing hardware and just old stuff and just restores it beautifully. And then Frank Howarth, building furniture and all kinds of other stuff, woodworking basically, is subscribe to them. I'm subbed to BigClive.com, even though I don't understand 90% of what he says. It's still fascinating. And then Bruffy, and of course I subscribe to Shibe and Erdo. Gotta support my friends. But they don't post videos very often, so my feed is actually pretty low. Oh, Carfection. I forgot about Carfection and Drive. Gotta have my car stuff. So what is that, like 8 channels I subscribe to on YouTube? Not a lot. Not the average YouTube user. So I think this is looking good. At this point, it's just going to be waiting for this to develop and upgrade before we can really do anything else. And since I am both sleepy and hungry, I think we might just end a few minutes early tonight. Anybody be mad at me if I do that? Just totally hate me forever if that's the decision I make. Ooh, that's kind of scary that the bus doesn't have a big block in traffic, but there shouldn't be too much traffic up here. No hate. Well then, with that in mind, let's find somebody to go say hi to. I think we're just gonna go say hi to Phoenix again. Because Dev is playing Fallout 76, which J Binko's 7 Days to Die. Did meet somebody cool the other day through Shy, but he's playing Call of Duty. Ugh. Sapiens is playing Lord of the Rings. Could be cool. But SDK Phoenix is playing Satisfactory, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around that game. So I've been trying to watch some people who are in the early game where I started struggling just to get some ideas. I don't want the late game spoiled for me still, but he's still pretty early enough on that he's not really spoiling anything. So let me pause that so I can click on my desktop here hit raid channel and hit raid SDK. And Lord of the Rings, he used to be a community manager on that. Wow. I like Sapiens a lot. I think he's cool. And I will send you guys over to Phoenix. I'll be back online live tomorrow night. Most likely my normal time, unless System Air starts really early, so that I need to be on early too. But it will be with Astroneer. Don't know what in Astroneer, but I've got a few ideas. And of course, Saturday night as well. Make sure you're following or subscribed over on YouTube and follow me on Twitter. All that information is in the description down below and might even be appearing on your screen right now. I don't know. But yeah, let's go say hi to Phoenix. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.